Skipping. Urgent message.
Weisenstein, Porcupine. I guess you're not up and at 'em yet. This is me. And they called me with the message. Alright? Thanks. Bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
Trying to get a line to call you. It's been, so problematic for some reason tonight. I can't get a dial tone to call you. So this is my fourth location, and the phone went through. I couldn't talk earlier because it was right there. So if you haven't gone this week, call me back. Thanks. Bye. Just wanted to say goodnight anyway. Alright,
Urgent message.
Hi. I hate that your phone keeps rejecting me. You must have a really bad connection. Anyway, I don't know. It's 11:42. It's not even late. So if you're not asleep, call me back. All right, bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
This is P. Please give me a call when you get this message. It's just not even about being negative right now. It's about sorting out some very serious feelings that I had for you, and not being able to reach out and touch you and talk to you when I think it's necessary, when I deem it, emotionally necessary to talk. Not being able to do those things, I was not ready to subject myself to that type of, and I was not able to endure it. And I think the way you're responding is just making it even worse for me. So I need to talk to you with regards to that, and just, maybe the talk you suppose that we should be having, that needs to take place then, obviously. I don't know. Your reaction to everything is really disappointing. And I need to talk to you. So call me, and don't be acting like that towards me. That's probably the situation, how you normally deal with it, but that's just not going to work. So formulate your thoughts, processing, and all that, whatever you need to do, and call me, because I want to talk to you. I'm so falling in love, and it's not a good thing, because I know that this is ultimately not going to end. It's not going to happen. So I need to talk that through with you. I need to express that to you, okay? And if I haven't said enough already, that's just where I am, so that you know. Bye.
To say thank you for letting me have a couple of days to actually think about what freaking happened the other night. Anyway, it was so funny how I had my whole mind made up on, when you leave your ass alone, I just felt like you was trouble. And it's so interesting how vibe is, because I was right, I ain't gonna lie, I do have questions. I'm like, how do you do that? Who taught you that? Are you a goddamn professional? So on a real note, that was amazing. It was totally, perfect. If I were to vision what I want my man to be sexually, you would be that person, hands down. Am I mad at you? Hell yeah, because you know that you got those skills. So for you to do that to me, that was not nice at all. Because I was getting to know you in a whole different way, and it was cool too. That other way was also nice, So yeah, I don't know. It makes me more curious about who you are and what you're really about. I won't lie, But again, I keep feeling that vibe of how you gonna do me like that? That is not nice. So you definitely, at some point, will have to give me that explanation, because I'm just real curious. But that's it. I'm not, in any way needing anything else. I think I'm okay. I'm sticking away from you. I'm still gonna stick to that one. But I definitely want to know. I'm dude, are you on TV?
Robert Frank, and you're listening to the manmindset.com dating help for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
I'm Tyrone, and you're listening to the manmindset.com dating help for men with your host, Steve Dean Williams. So get on board, long dick style.
This is Debo. Steve the Dean Williams, give me your chain, punk. Yeah, sleep with your lights on. I still got the bicycle. Much love, Steve. Do what you do. God bless.
Yo, cupcakes. This is C.T. Fletcher, and you're listening to the Man Mindset Dating Show for men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
The following program is rated MAN. It contains real game, learning your value as a man, original ways to have her face in the pillow and her ass up in the air. I'm talking her knees pushed so far back, it's touching her shoulders. Touching her without touching her. Having a woman respecting your every move. Buying you gifts. Cooking and cleaning with a smile. And knowing her place at the table. So, for all you human males, cupcakes, surface dwellers, and grass-eating lions, viewer discretion is advised. Meaning, if you don't like the truth, then go find a show that helps you cuddle, complain, and cry about women. Just get the fuck out of here.
I got the man mindset. I got the man mindset. Got so many girls on deck, cause I got the man mindset. Let's go. When it come to dating, ain't nobody better. Giving you the insight, being hella honest. Teaching you the game, just like that. Time to connect with the man mindset. Have fun, gotta come and learn with a real one. Hosted by Steve the Dean Williams. Get everybody talking when you step in the building. Showing men how to pull women, go get them like there's really no situation you can't handle. Believe Steve giving you all the answers. When it come to dating, talking and texting, keep the conversation hella interesting. And it don't matter if you're married or single. He's showing you the game, giving you the insight. You gotta be smooth, keep it cool, that's right. So the next date, you sure to have a good night. Ain't no hesitating, time to level up. You think you a player? Well, it's time to be a better one. Need to check Steve, that is who you need. Got you pulling ladies so fast you wouldn't believe. That's right. So tell me if you ready, we gon' get it poppin'. Ain't no doubt about it. You be dating with so many options cause you know you got it. So fly, so fresh. Yes, this is the man mindset.
It is. Game! Well, wait a minute. I don't think you motherfuckers are listening. I said it is. Game time!
I love the way you suck my dick, bitch, and lick my balls. I know there'll never be another one like you, never at all, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the Dean. Class is in session. Shout out to everybody listening to the show. We have a very, very good show for you guys today. We're talking about how to destroy depression and anxiety. We want to talk about it in an in-depth way that no one ever talks about. You know how we do it, gentlemen. But first, before we do all that, I do want to say thank you to all my chat room dogs out there. What we call you the Society of One. All my guys out there. One thought, one mind, one way. Appreciate each and every you guys listening to the show, man. Each and every you guys out there. If you are new to the show, wait, before we get to the show, guys, one thing that's different about us that we always have, gentlemen, if you want to meet women, we have our own dating chat line, the Man Mindset dating chat line at 509-876. 5771. That is 509-876-5771. Women are on there right now if y'all want to holler at some women. Also, gentlemen, this is being brought to you by, oh shit, I'm dropping shit. Our book, the man, it's upside down. What is it? 678 pages, dog. Thick ass book. Check that out. It's deep. Also, gentlemen, we say if y'all want to be a student of the game, learn the game, we are the only ones that tell you guys, go to Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Amazon, Target, or Michael's. Gentlemen, just get a 100-piece puzzle set. And it teaches you, I'm here to teach you how to recreate and reprogram your mind by driving home. couple of the puzzle pieces on the table, throwing the box away and start putting the pieces together. And if you can start doing that, we're going to lock you into the process of how we teach you guys game. But with that being said, gentlemen, if you want to call in, you can. Gentlemen, if you have a question, just put a Q in there and we will be happy to answer any of your questions. If you are texting a woman and you need help texting a woman, please put a T in there and we'll be happy to answer any text messages. And guys, the lines are open. Our phone number is 833-859-8744, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys out there. We know how it is with many of you guys. We're in the summer now. A lot of you guys feel a little depressed right now. A lot of you guys feel a little bit of anxiety and things like that. And we're going to sit around and we're going to actually talk about that with you gentlemen today to give you, again, what is very important is what we always do. We've always been doing this for over 40 years is to give you guys a brand new perspective. Gentlemen, don't forget in about 10 more days, we're going to go into our annual August season where we start to talk about the new college girls that are coming into your area near you. We'll have the birthday month where the birthday package will be on and the discounts we'll have at the website. But anyway, guys, we appreciate all you guys out here. And if you have a question, we'll get to your questions as well. To all you guys out there, can you show the mountain that she's got to climb to get to the dick? Yes, sir. I'll be happy to show you that right now. Mountain climbing right here, 101. There it is right there. Go ahead and do it. That's the question right there. It's very easy. That a mountain that a woman has to climb to get to you, your curiosity, your attention, your respect, your time, and then at the end of the day, your dick. All right. So, gentlemen, let's go ahead and talk about this because we're going to give you a different perspective of looking at what's going on with your mind. So, I ask all you guys out there, please get your crayons out, gentlemen. Get your crayons out and take notes. We want to make sure that we give all you guys the information that you need. We appreciate all you guys listening. Shout out to all the guys. And as we always say, shout out to the ladies in the building. Matter of fact, before we do this, I always like to hype up my clients, men that follow directions. And this is a great text message. I just want to grab real quick before we start, because I want to show you guys when you actually start believing in yourself and when you start learning the game correctly, you're going to get things like this from women. So I'm going to download it real quick and show you. I should have grabbed it before, but I've got it right here. Let me just show y'all real quick before we get into everything, because I want to show you how women respond to men that they're actually into. And a lot of you guys that's feeling depressed and feeling anxiety and stuff, all this stuff can change for you when you start to soak up and learn the game that we're going to talk about. But I want y'all to look at this real quick before we start. And I want y'all to look at this right here. If you look at it, she says, getting it done. Oh, I just love hearing you talk. Now, remember, gentlemen, we're the only ones that teach you something, a different form of communication. We always teach you 4 ways to communicate to a woman that separates you from everybody else: land, sea, air, and space. And this stems from the way we are teaching you. This is what she's saying. If I could, I would say off the top of my head, that'd be great. I'd make it easier, okay? To be everywhere to make sense. You say, I'm trying to write it out, okay? And as you can see, he is doing what we're teaching you guys with the game in the way to communicate. And last thing she's saying, she says, okay, I know how it is. I want to keep spending my time with you too. I love listening to your words and amazing things that you say. See, gentlemen, that is a cue about what we always try to tell you with women. It's not about kissing their asses. It's not about running behind them. It's actually learning who you are as a man and actually replying to them and letting them know the depth range that a man has. Remember, the game is not about pussy. The game isn't about lying to women. The game isn't about manipulating women. The game is not about red pill. We're not red pill or manosphere. We don't hate women. But gentlemen, what we try to teach you is to love yourself and have a standard as a leader and as a man. But if I know for many of you guys right now, there's a lot of things that's going on in your head, and we're going to talk about those things right now, because many of you guys out here, I know that it's really tough. I know from junior high school to college, it was hard getting women. It was tough talking to women. And for a lot of you guys, y'all have this so-called depression that a lot of you guys have, or anxiety, and we're going to talk about it. Gentlemen, again, if you have a question, please put a Q. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions. But as I said, for you guys out here, your depression and how you feel about yourself is actually a storm within your mind. And you have to remember, gentlemen, even the forecast of the storm that you're having in your mind can pass, okay? And this is why we're here, to show you guys how to have a peace inside and internally. That's why we always teach you to work on yourself all the time. I know it is frustrating for many of you guys because most of you don't know how to talk to women. Most of you don't know how to communicate with women. Most of you don't know how to date women. Most of you don't know how to romance women. Most of you don't know how to seduce women. Most of you don't know how to be smooth around women. Most of you are too damn dirty around women, too damn freaky and kiki and nasty, which is good, but it's not good at this point, because there's something about women that you have to understand. They, remember, I've always taught you, they're looking for more than you think they're looking for, because you guys think women think like us. And what is very important in all of this other stuff is that you have to remember the mindset, and it is something that we're going to be talking about today. It's the mindset that you must have when you are moving and when you are actually talking to a woman, okay? And the beautiful thing that we always want to tell you is that the game is a powerful tool, okay? And it is something that is actually going to work with you guys. Because the thing is that now you always hear people tell you that you got to break down barriers. But I'm going to swing it a different way, and I'm going to teach y'all something. Game is going to teach you young men not to break down barriers, but to create barriers. Now, I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying, guys, because I know y'all like, what the fuck is he talking about right here? The game is going to teach you how to create barriers. But why are these barriers so important to you young men? Because these are the barriers that are going to stop you from fear, worrying about rejection. The barrier that's going to stop you from saying, I am too short, too ugly, too fat, too poor, too broke, and all these things. So we have to create a barrier that is an end result of what you think you are versus who you actually are, based off of how you think about yourself. And see, right now, we've got to recognize how you see the world. And I understand, gentlemen, listen, I'm not going to say you're going to be able to get every woman. That's not part of the game. And that is not going to actually happen to or for you. Oh, wait a second. Make sure the lines are open. Let me open up. Make sure the lines are open. Okay, yes, I want to make sure the lines are open. So, but as I was saying to all you guys out there, I understand that most of you guys feel like the world is against you and there's no change in you. And I know sometimes through your emotions and sometimes how you see, think, and feel about things, sometimes it will make you start to do things such as drinking, smoking, drugs, and all that other stuff to try to get yourself away from how you feel about yourself. And one thing as a man, gentlemen, that no one's going to teach you is you can't run away from yourself. It's the one thing that you cannot do in this game. A man does not run away from himself. And that's the one thing that we want all you young men to understand, and we want all you young men to hear. We don't want you to feel that you have to run away from yourself in this game. And we want all you guys to understand that there's levels to the game, but it is a process that you must have an understanding of. And see, the thing that we want to tell you, and I want y'all to get your crayons out to understand in all this game that most of y'all don't understand, is that there is a way of thinking that we want to get you guys to shift your mind. And we're definitely going to break that down. See, remember, guys, what is the one thing I tell you that we give women? What is the one thing we give women that separates us from all those YouTubers out there? Because we're not content creators. I'm a dating and sex coach. I teach you games, so I'm not a content creator. But what is the one thing that we teach you here that nobody else teaches you? And gentlemen, that is free will. Remember, giving a woman free will without lying to her, manipulating, playing games, or beating around the bush. But the one thing you don't understand when it comes to learning yourself, okay? See, this is the thing that most of y'all don't understand when it comes to you. Okay. I want to let you guys know that you don't have free will. You don't have it at all. Please write this down. I don't have free will. But once you start learning the game, you are free will. See, remember, I always tell you, see, on Tuesday show, our sex show, you always hear me say, Zag and I are not sex. I mean, we are not sex. We represent sex. We are sex. See, it's not just us teaching sex. We embody that shit. And that's what we're trying to tell you guys. The game is actually all about how you embody yourself and how you connect yourself with what you're thinking. But we've got to look at the things that you're thinking about. And we've got to look at what we call, remember, I told you guys, we've got to look at barriers. So the thing is that here's the greatest problem that the mind tricks you on. Guys, get your crayons out and write this down. It's very important that you understand this. The greatest mistake that you guys make is that you say, you know what? I want to get rid of my depression and I want to get rid of my anxiety. Whatever is holding you back and slowing you down from talking to women, your mind is messing you up right now because you're always looking, like we showed you the last night with the circles and everything, the thing we did. You're always, unfortunately, looking at the end result. I want to get rid of fill in the blank. And that is why you're not getting rid of it, because you're looking at everything the wrong way. You see, the thing that a man has to do, and the thing that I always want you young men to do, okay, I'm going to give you the secret here because we're going to talk about it. We're going to break this down. It's very important. So please get your crayons out and take notes. So for many of you guys, here's a $1 million question. How many times have you said over the years, or how many times have you said January 31st, I'm going to get over anxiety. I'm going to get over my fears. I'm going to get over this feeling I got of being depressed and being angry and feeling alone and everything you're saying you want to do, but yet you are still the same person. See, what most people don't understand, and this is what I'm trying to show you young men, is that you are automatically self-sabotaging yourself by saying, I want to get rid of fill in the blank. Whatever that thing is the reason why you're not doing it. You see, the thing that one must do is not go after the end result. He has to go through the things that are slowing him down before he gets to the end result. And that's some of the things that we're actually going to talk about and discuss. Because the thing that we want you guys to do, all you young men, is that you must be able to master yourself beyond anything. If you want a woman to follow your lead, if you want a woman to be on your program, if you want a woman to be interested in you, she has got to know without a shadow of a doubt that you are the master of your domain. You are the master of your feelings. You are the master of your mind. You are the master of your world, your reality, and your universe. But for many of you guys, you don't believe that you are worthy of being a master of one universe. And for most you guys out here, that I know you look at women, and I know you want women. I know you want to date women, and I know you want to fuck women. We talked about that last night. But one thing that y'all don't know, and most of y'all don't understand, is that you're emotional. Remember, we're not talking about emotions. You're allowed to be have emotion, excuse me. There's nothing wrong with you feeling happy. Hey, gentlemen, listen, there is nothing wrong with you feeling depressed. There is nothing wrong with you feeling upset. There is nothing wrong with you feeling what you feel. You are allowed to have emotions. But with that being said, the moment you feel something based off of something outside of you is where everything goes wrong. And that's where the emotional comes in, at where you attach your depression and your anxiety. And that one thing is actually a woman. And all these emotional experiences that you create in your mind or is happening with a woman is always going to shape your decisions. And it is going to actually force you to be in what we call reaction versus not just taking action, but reaction. And see, what most you guys don't understand, and this is why we got to break all this down. See, the thing is that it's most you guys don't realize it's not the woman that's the problem. It's not the situation that's the problem. It's not the fact that you want to sleep with her. It's not the fact that you want to date her, you want to text her, you want to talk to her. Y'all are looking at the world the wrong way. The problem is how you respond to the thought of the thing that you want to do. See, like I said before, just like the depression, your end result, either the sex, the communication, or the woman. This is where most you guys are failing, and this is why most you guys are still depressed, because most you guys are not thinking about how you respond. Gentlemen, how you respond to the thought. Okay, so when you see a woman, okay, so there should be two thoughts coming when you see a woman. When you see a woman, yes, you're going to say, damn, I want to fuck her. Look at her ass, look at her titties, look at her body. Well, yeah, whatever you say. But at that point, how you respond while you're saying what you're saying is going to be the determining factor how you're going to be seen by that woman. And how you respond is going to directly, gentlemen, influence how you choose. Now, write this down, to interpret the event or the circumstance, okay? And for many of you guys out here that's trying to learn yourself, you're doing everything wrong because you think that, okay, I'm trying to manage my emotions, but here lies the problem. One can't manage an emotion when one ties that emotion into a woman. See, it's one thing to take it and manage it yourself, and that's why we're talking about the borders. You've got to be able to place a difference, a border between you and that woman mentally, because if you are moving the way you're moving based off of a woman, you're never going to be able to have the ability to manage who you are. And what happens is your mindset actually slows you down and all this other stuff. See, this is why we always talk to you guys about, see, I am an outcome. I will never have a desired outcome. When you have game, you're an outcome. So as an outcome, I know to pull or create a desired outcome in a woman. But when you live in the world of a desired outcome, you're never going to get the outcome that you want because you are driven by the thirst of pussy or the fear of rejection or the fear of not being able to say the right thing. So what happens to many of you guys out here, all your negative and all your limiting emotions that you experience on a daily basis should be able to provide you with a certain kind of guidance when you stop making it about the woman. The depression is always going to be there until you realize that the depression that you're feeling is, what is that depression tied into? What is the anxiety tied into? So when you see a woman either online or you see her at a bar or a club or walking down the street, you have to ask yourself the question, what is this tied into? When I see her, because the anxiety is so great for many of you, that causes depression because you don't know how to communicate yourself to the woman because you feel like you just don't have a chance with that woman. Let me go ahead and get this question, guys. Lines are open. We're breaking it down. Let's see here. Let's get this question. Here we go. Question right here. How do you stop going back to unproductive habits by lack of motivation, etc.? Or is your mind manipulating you? So, okay. You can't, again, you've got to understand how the mindset works in the game. You have created habits that actually defines who you actually are. You created that. Now, listen, you cannot just, please understand, gentlemen, this is not today. I'm going to say today is the day that I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing. Then you've already lost the battle. Because you're not looking at what's in front of you. You're looking way down the line, okay? And what's very important in the game is that it's not just a lack of motivation you have. Think about this for a second. For men that have game, we are always motivated by being the prize. We're motivated by the outcome or being the opportunity. We're not an option to a woman. That's what makes us assholes and jerks, because we have a 1000% belief in ourselves. Where you're saying right here, D, most of your unproductive habits are because of the thought processes that you have when it comes to how you interpret the world or your interpretation of women. See, most of you guys don't realize, and indeed, it's a very good question that you're asking, but the thing is that the way you're looking is that your understanding of your reality, okay, is the reason why you don't have understanding of yourself. Because everything you're doing and everything you have been doing and every habit that you've had has never tied into who you are. You see, the thing about the game is always working on yourself to be able to free your mind, to give you free will. Remember, off that plantation. And that means being a slave to your mindset, being a slave to not being good enough, to being a slave to making excuses and things like that. So it's actually a process that you can get. Steve has a question. Is that why women are always moving from point A to point B? Well, here's the problem, my friend. It doesn't matter where no one gives a fuck how women are moving, brother. We've got to stop looking at how women are moving. Women, remember, if we are learning to give women free will to move the way they want to move, then what we have to start doing ourselves is we've got to learn how to be a free thinker. We've got to be able to free ourselves of the chains that are actually slowing us up and holding us down. We can talk about a few of them right now. I'll take one, each one. But if you look at the first, probably a chain that holds you down is discomfort. Now, most of you guys will always feel discomfort when you get around a woman, because if you actually look at yourself and try to learn yourself as a man, the biggest problem and the biggest issue is that you're experiencing that discomfort, not because you are weak and not because you are soft and you are bad and all this other stuff. It's because you're interpreting the situation, the circumstances the wrong way. And that's why you're feeling the discomfort. It's the interpretation of how you view yourself in that situation. If y'all have the paper that I gave you yesterday, you can kind of look at why that is. So most of you guys are never looking for an interpretation of oneself. You're trying to figure out the woman, like your question right here. You're too busy worried about the thing that you shouldn't be worried about. And the thing that is very important is that learning about who you are, because you have to determine as a man what it is you're doing. And you have to actually interpret why you are doing that thing. But if discomfort is the first stepping stone, because everything that I'm going to talk about can switch up, and every man has his own stepping stone, but we're talking about something that is in front of you right now, something that's holding you back, and something that is actually slowing you down. So what we're saying to you guys out here, it's hard to tackle the situation when you're not looking at the situation from a different perspective. See, when we can change your perspective on the situation, you can see it from another point of view. You can't see it from another point of view because you think that your view is actually the reality, the truth, or the fact in your mind. So what we have to do is we've got to get you to shift how you think and shift how you see things. Because if you don't make that shift yourself, it's not going to help you at all. And you will always see the world the wrong way. If you think about all the influences that you have, and a lot of your greatest influences are women, it's sex, it's being accepted by women and things like that. The greatest problem is that it's not just that, It's not only that influence, gentlemen, but it's also what is unknown. But this is going to be crazy. It is also what is known. And what is known to many of you guys is the lies that you tell yourself that you have created as a truth. You're saying I'm not good enough. You're saying I'm too short. You're saying I'm too fat. You're saying I'm too poor. You're saying all these things because you have allowed one woman on the internet that you find attractive tell you that you're not good enough. And because that woman that you will never meet in your life, that you watch on the internet, that you want to fuck and you find attractive, tell you that I don't want this kind of guy, then most you guys actually grab that and make that your truth. And that's the problem. And all the decisions that you sit around and make sometimes are based upon that thought processes, right? That thought process as well. And if you do not have control, or you cannot be aware of what it is you're doing, you will never be able to influence the thought. You will always be trapped in the emotion, and every decision you're going to make is based on something outside of you. You guys, we're some of us look at women in a different way. When you have game, you look at women one way. When you don't have game, you look at it another way. Okay. See, the thing is, when you have game, you will realize the beauty of free will, a free thinker, and to be able to give women free will to do whatever it is they want. And you have to realize we are not in control of women. This is not a dictatorship that she has to do what we say. We just simply say that this is who we are and this is how we operate. And if you don't like it, there's the door. And that's the end of it. It's not really as complicated, but one must actually believe in themselves. And if you do not be the source of your influence, you will always be influenced by things outside of you. And you have to be able, as a man, to stop making choices based off of what other people are saying. You must be a free thinker. That means an independent mind. That means independent choices. That means independent moves of no other man. We are so busy looking at other men, and we're so busy looking at another man to determine our self-worth and value. You are nobody else but you. But until you wake up from that, and until you change the language that you say to yourself, and I know you guys don't like men, and you know I'm not being tough on you on that, but what I'm saying to all you guys out here is that as an independent thinker, you should never think of a man in a way of what he's doing, he can't get, or what he wants to have. It is none of our business. These are the things that are holding yourself back. But this is the thing, okay, for most of you guys out here. Most of you guys, again, are in the illusion of free will. As I told you before, it's like a fish in a tank. The fish is always going to feel like it's free, but it is confined by the tank that it's in. And for most of you guys out there, yes, you are free, but you're also the prisoners that you, in your mind, you are the prisoner. There's no one else out here that is imprisoning yourself but yourself. And the crazy thing about it is, it's not a woman doing it. But let me get this question right here. Is being a free thinker looking on the inside instead of looking on the outside for the answer? Yes. And not even that, but a great question, YT. It's just saying or looking at yourself as the answer. We'll get to that in a second. Let me grab this call. Area code 540. What's your name, sir? And what's your question? Area code 540 going once. Area code 540 going twice. Area code 540. All right. So as I was saying before, for you guys out here, that it's very important to understand. Let's get back to your question. Wait a second. Give me a second. So let's get back to your question real quick to help you out with all this. So you asked a great question right here. Okay. So most people don't understand that you're allowed to be the answer. I'm not even talking about being the outer or the inner. I'm saying be it, the I am. You should be your own answer to who you actually are for yourself. You should always be the answer. And if you can't believe in yourself, nobody's actually going to believe in you. But again, the illusion that many of you have is that you think you're free, but you're actually not free. You are in the confines of your feelings, thoughts, and emotions when it comes to a woman. And there lies the problem. You have the choice. You can choose where you go. You can choose where you eat. You can choose what you watch on TV. You have the control to do that, but most you guys are not utilizing the influence that you have over yourself. Now, yes, I understand that y'all are saying, yes, there are different kinds of influences, but if you, at the end of the day, who's making the choices for you? And why is the choice being made? And what is the choice for? And if anything that you're saying is to please a woman, to get her to like you, to get a woman to notice you and all these things, then you have got it wrong. Women are going to notice the ones that don't give a fuck, that we don't care if they notice us. Whether they notice us or not is none of our business. You make it your business. So what you actually are doing is you're putting her above you. Women should think the way they want, and they're allowed to move the way they want. But just because she doesn't think about you doesn't mean that. You see what I'm saying? And let me see here. Is our own I amness just an illusion, or is it the reality of who we are? Well, Mr. Victor, you don't know who you are. You're not in the I am. You don't know about the I am. You don't know about your core. You don't know about those things. All you know is an interpretation of your conscious and subconscious mind, meaning that you are driven by your feelings, your emotions, and what women think about you or what women don't think about you. So you're nowhere near being one thought, one mind, one way, because that wouldn't even be an answer, sir. But it was a good question. But here's the thing. When is the time you're going to learn how to decide, not decide on the woman, but decide to decide? Because most of you guys, every decision that you are going to make is going to lead you to actually in the game deciding to decide. And this means that I have to make sure that what I am doing is for me and nobody else. Yeah, you can say, well, I want to sleep with this woman for myself, but you know the problem is you're making it about the woman and you're not making it about yourself. All the choices that you make depend on, for many of you guys, they're going to depend on two things: the belief that you have in yourself, or the belief that you don't believe in yourself. And for many of you guys, you don't believe in yourself. And this is, see, the depression comes in because these are you're moving in an unnatural way. You're moving in an unnatural way. So you're actually going against your own nature. You're actually going against your own self. Because there was a time, hold on, let me grab this call real quick. Guys, lines are open. Area code 773. What's your name, sir? What's your question? How can I help you? 773 going once, 773 going twice, 773.
My name is Ethan.
Okay, what's going on, Ethan? How can I help you, sir?
So my question is, how do I go about learning the game besides just for like watching your YouTube videos? I'm new to watching. I've only been watching for a few weeks now.
Okay, Ethan, what you see right now, you just start your pathway. Well, I don't have it on this channel, right? I got to switch it over to the pathway. But yeah, you just got to become a student and start with your pathway. But you can do it start with your puzzle pieces if you choose to. But one thing,
what does that mean?
Well, see, there's the problem. See, the problem is this is why you'll never learn. You'll never learn. And you want to know, how old are you, young man?
I'm 16.
Okay, first off, you're too young. Okay, so I got to let you go because you have to be 18.
With all due respect,
no.
You got to
wait, sir. You got to be 18. So I got to let you go, buddy. This is for grown-ups, not kids. 2 years, buddy. Call back. Okay, let's continue. We cannot have children on here. Sorry, if you're a kid, we cannot help you. You eat your vegetables, watch SpongeBob, and grow, and then in 2 years come back, holla at your boy, and we got you, dog. We can't help kids. This is not a kid station. This is for men. This is for men. Okay, so but I appreciate the call, but just do that, okay? Let's see here. Let me grab this call right here. Area code 706, sir. What's your name and what's your question, sir? 706 going once.
Yes, it's Marco from Georgia.
What's your question, Marco from Georgia?
Yeah. So the everything had went smooth yesterday. So the date set up or whatever. So my question is, like, should I still be like this, texting her until Saturday?
See, this is what you don't understand, brother, and this is where you are going to fail. I don't understand why you humans think that just because you set something up with a woman that you don't have to marinate a pussy in her mind, that you don't have to show her why. Why do you guys just do things half-ass? What benefit is it to you to set something up with her, which you've done, and wait all the way to Saturday? All right, let me ask you a dumbass question. Now, can we agree? Can we agree that have you ever seen the Discovery Channel?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Can we agree that nature is nature? Can we agree that nature doesn't TikTok, Facebook, or have the internet? Can we agree on that? And they just move off of instinct, right? So just like game, nature is just like game. So have you ever seen a lion kill a zebra on Sunday and say, I'm gonna leave the carcass right here where I left it, and I'm gonna walk away for at least 5 or 6 days and do whatever I want to do, and I'm gonna come back and that carcass is gonna be exactly where I left it?
Nah, it ain't gonna work like that.
Why is that?
Because somebody else, like the other animals.
The other animals, not the predators, not the ones with, the other animal predators are going to eat that thing. So here's what I'm trying to say to you. If you do not keep a woman intrigued enough, and then you don't have to talk to her every hour and every minute.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You have got to build. You've got to build up something to make her say that, okay, I've got a choice between all these guys, but yet I'm going to spend time with you. But what benefit is it to spend time with somebody that's not showing me why I should spend time with them? Because it seems like what you guys do is that you talk to women, you set something up, and then you run the fuck off and hide underneath your bed or some shit. And you don't think that women don't talk to other people? You think women, she's going to go up in her ivory tower, turn off her phone for 5 or 6 days, not go on Instagram or wherever she goes and not hit her DMs and text messages? She's going to shut all that down just and wait for you to come around? You think that's going to happen?
Nah.
Right. So how do you ask the question without you? This is thinking. Look, the game is a thinking man. This is a thinking man. You got to think as a man. You cannot move.
What you were saying earlier, like you ain't gotta text her like
no. What I'm saying is that now where is she going? What's going to happen Saturday? What's supposed to happen Saturday?
So I had picked this restaurant. Then
so why are you fucking feeding her? See, you already fucked up. Who told you? All right, I'm gonna let you go. No, I'm gonna let you go because listen. Fine, I don't believe if you want to go feed her, go feed her. I gotta let you go, dog. I can't do that shit. I gotta keep it. No, get the fuck out. I gotta keep the show going. Sorry, gentlemen. Let's continue, guys. Gentlemen, if you have a question, please put a Q. We got you guys covered and all this other stuff. Okay, we got you. Okay. Again, I say this to you, sir. I've been doing this for 40 years before YouTube, brother. So please understand that if you believe the shit you believe, go back over to that motherfucker that's telling you something, because you're here for a reason. Because you're here because you don't have any game. You're here because you don't have a mouthpiece. You are here because you are depressed. You are here because you don't have a standard. You are here because you don't know how to make a woman's pussy wet with your words alone. So if you want to go and hide under the bed like a sucker, then do it, sir. But who gives a fuck with somebody on the side of YouTube? You're here now. So why don't you ask a question to get help versus give us this silly statement that has nothing to do with anything, sir? Anyway, as we were saying, gentlemen, let me get to this text message right here. He says, she said, how how do those perfumes smell? Have they any investment value? Wait, let me grab this call real quick and I'll read that in a second. 1 second. Oh, wait, hold on. 586, what's your name? Where you're calling from, sir? 586 going once, 586 going twice, 586. Sir, what is your name, sir, and where you calling from?
My name is CJ. I'm calling from Wisconsin.
Okay, 1 second, CJ. Tony, I say this with all respect. If you don't shut the fuck up and stop the shit that you're posting in here, you're gonna have to get the fuck out of here. Now I'm gonna tell you why. This station right here, you are allowed to believe whatever you want to political and your political affiliation. You're allowed to believe what you want religiously. But you better get your bitch ass out of here with that bitch ass shit on this show. Get the fuck out of here if you're going to do that. Do not sit and push your agenda on this thing. This is a place where people can freely think whatever the fuck they want to think. So if you don't like it, then fuck you, okay? And this is the last time I'm going to warn you. So don't post that bitch ass shit here. And if you do it again, you're gone. CJ, how can I help you, sir? What's up, brother?
Hey, you tell him, man, for real.
What's going on?
Can't stand that bullshit.
What's going on, buddy?
But hey, man, listen, man. So I got this little problem with my girl, man.
Sir, there's no such thing. Okay, first off, how old are you?
I'll be 45 in a month.
Okay, so first strike one, there's no such thing as a problem. A problem is a meteor the size of Jupiter heading towards Earth. Okay, so that's number one. That's the first thing. Men do not have problems. Men are solutions. So what is the problem that you're having?
Oh, nothing. So my girl, she's just got this little issue we gotta get through. You know.
No, what is okay, sir? Okay, sir. Wait. Okay, sir. You're 45 years old. So let's try this again. If I ask you what 2 + 2 is, please give me the 4, and don't tell me the story, Miss Crabtree, and you put an apple on her desk and all that shit. Let's be men. Let's be men. And let's answer the question. What is the issue that she's having? Tell us the issue. Don't tell us the story. What is the issue that is causing the problem, big dog?
She keeps calling me a diaper sniper, gang.
Well, then what you got to do is accept that, dog. Okay? So you accept what you are and do what you do, dog. Everybody can't be a man, okay? Everybody can't be a man. So just remember that. It's just what y'all got to understand is, dog, y'all got to understand that the game is not for everybody. The game is not for everybody. The game is for real men. So anyway, continuing to what we're saying here, let us continue back to the question that you're having, the text message here. I have another reason. Wait, I have another reason for you to give me hugs and kisses when we meet. Stop. I don't know. Okay, he's taking my shit, gentlemen. He's taking what I'm saying in the wrong context, but let's keep going. So he's saying, so you're aware of them, Dolly? Dog, I don't understand what you're saying. You're gonna have to call in, dog. I do not understand what your question is. You're making a statement. Doesn't make any sense. Nucky, you might need to call in if you have a question. Ethan, you know when you say no disrespect, that's like a guy saying, I'm not racist, but okay, so I haven't read what you said, but I'm about to read it right now, and I hope that you are keeping it within the boundary. Ethan, listen to me, and I'm going to say it again, you dumb bitch. I cannot talk sex to fucking minors. Do you understand that, you dumb fuck? I don't give a fuck. The times were different when I was young. You cannot talk sex or give sexual advice to fucking minors, you dumb fuck. Think. So, we're going to let you go, but this is not for you. This is not for you. Do not ask why. You think. I cannot give you any kind of sexual man advice. You're a fucking minor. Do you understand that? A minor. So, with that being said, you got to get the fuck out of this room. Go watch some cartoons or some shit. The fuck out of here, man. Can't do that shit. Area code 580. What's your name, sir? And what's your question? How can I help you? 580 going once. 580 going. 850. That's what I mean. 850. That's what I mean. 850. That's what we wanted to ask him. But we're so great about what we have now, gentlemen. We can go ahead and get rid of and block people and stuff like that. So, but as we were saying before, let's keep. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up to the questions we have here. Let's keep going. Let's see here. True. Okay, so we're good to go, guys. If you have a question, please put a Q. We got y'all guys covered and stuff. Okay. So this question, this young man says right here. He says, "Would you say that in order to find our true selves, we have to break down the social conditioning thought process?" Well, it's more than just the social conditioning. If you think about the last two phone calls, okay, you've got to look at the femininity in a lot of you guys. Unfortunately, a lot of you guys are like the last two guys that called in. The last two guys that called in have problems with women. They have issues with women, and they don't have any standards for themselves. And because they don't have those things, they're going to always act out like a woman. So there are levels to this, and it's not just the social conditioning process. There are levels to why you're having the issues, and there's levels to why you're always going to have problems with women. So until you can open your eyes, wake up, and start learning the game, it will change for you guys out here. Anyway, let us continue, gentlemen. So as I was saying before to you guys out there, we're talking about how you guys are seeing the world right now. And for a lot of you guys to understand that about choice, okay? And the beautiful thing about having a choice, okay? And what we always want to say to all you guys out there that's very important is that you have to understand that things are the only way that you interpret them to be. Most of you guys actually don't look at yourselves to see where the problem is at. For a lot of you guys, again, no disrespect, but a lot of you guys are not as bad as the last two callers, but you are so ashamed of the depression, so ashamed of the anxiety, and so ashamed of the truth that you cover it up, and you think that being a high school or a junior high school mentality is going to change things. Your life is going to get harder, and it's no knock on those two last people, but I tell you this much, gentlemen, y'all don't understand what a midlife crisis is. Now, right now, you're young. Right now, you don't see, your Titanic does not see that iceberg coming your way. And if you do not get your mindset and your mentality together, it is going to be a very, very bad second half of your life where it's going to, look, depression, a lot of people do when they're depressed, the anxiety, you're going to feel like you missed out on the world. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to happen to many of you guys out there if you guys don't turn this thing around right now. Well, it doesn't have to be now because it's actually a process. But for many of you guys, you torture yourselves with guilt. You torture yourselves with shame. You torture yourselves with regret about a chance that was missed or a wrong decision that you made in something that is dealing with a woman. No matter what it was, maybe you saw her at the club. Maybe you saw her at the train station. Maybe you saw her walking down the street. And it was at that choice, at that moment, that you had a chance to actually do something. But because you didn't do anything, what happens is that you are actually beating down yourself and torturing yourselves because you didn't make the move that you wanted to make. But it's not just a move that you wanted to make. A lot of you guys out there. Run, great question. So Run, it's happening it's happening faster. Okay, it's happening faster for people who at the end of the day are not locked in. So okay, so think about this. Most young men carry over their high school thinking once they graduate late into their 20s. Late into their 20s. And then they start to slowly mature going into their 30s. And then between their 30s, by the time they get to their 40s, they're going to start to recognize that, man, wait a second. What have I done, not with my life, but what have I done with my mindset? Think about what I'm saying. What have I done with my mind? Since I was 18 years old and I graduated, all I've been doing is fucking around, playing games, and not doing anything to learn myself. What could I have been if I actually got off my ass, believed in myself, and actually really started to learn things? Now, again, no one says you have to do that, but I'm saying that between 40 and 50 is when that thing is going to hit, and sometimes in your 30s, because you're going to realize that not only is your body going to start to slow down and change slowly, but because you're going towards your wall, but also you're going to realize that, the bucket of women are not just there. You're going to find somebody, but you're never going to actually find happiness. And I don't mean happiness in somebody making you happy, but the joy and happiness that you should have for yourself is going to be hard to find, because you're never going to realize that you had an opportunity to free yourself. You had an opportunity to change the direction in which you're walking in. You can always leave the pitfalls and things and shift the direction that you're doing. You see what I'm saying? But the problem is that it's the choices that you're making. But based off of the choices that you're making, hold on, let me get this question right here. Well, this is what we're talking about right here. You just got to pay attention, sir. You just got to pay attention. See, what you're doing is stop looking at an end result. The more you pay attention, the more you'll understand, okay? The more you pay attention, the more you will, sir, understand. But as I said before, you don't need to stop making choices, okay? All right? And the thing is that the problem is that who is getting the benefit of the choices that you're making. But let's think of this for a minute, because let's look at the choice you make with women. You choose to go after who you choose to go after, right? You think that your choice to sleep with a woman is actually beneficial to you, but you're losing already, because you put all this time into somebody that's wasted. You have poor communication that's wasted. You don't know how to lead, direct, or be a man in her eyes. That's wasted. So even though you make a choice to talk to a woman, you are always still wasting the time. So the choices that you are making is actually doing more damage to you versus the man that has the answer. See, when you don't have the answer, you're going to choose the woman and move in her reality. Let me take her out to dinner. Let me kiss her ass and let me run behind her. But as a man, we already have the answer. We look to ourselves because we are the answer and how we move. We don't move to get between her legs, because we're not like all the other humans out there that's not fucking. We choose to have an intention to understand ourselves, to learn ourselves, to realize the game is really a thinking man's game. You cannot go in without learning the game. You can't. It just doesn't work. But let me see here. Let me grab this question right here. This young man said, so would you say that those in their 30s can only adjust in the direction of their life? No. Listen, no. Young man, listen. I always, and I used to do this and talk about this in the early 2000s. One of my best students came to me at 49. I think he was 49 years old. He was 49 years old, and all he could date was 54-year-old women, 52, 51, 49. That's all he thought he was good enough to get. He thought that this was his life. He didn't understand the game. The problem was this individual came from what is known as, it's another form of the manosphere. So this is before YouTube. So the other form of the manosphere was called, or the red pill stuff was called, the seduction community. So he came from what the seduction community, which is now, because all those guys create the manosphere and all that, whatever, right? So he believed that, you know what, he was just freaking out because he was like, what have I done with myself? What have I done with my life? I was following guys that tell me to put goggles on my head, paint my nails black. It's just like, now again, for you guys, it's you following red pill rhetoric, choosing pills, plates, and saucers. It's the same thing, but it's in the same neighborhood, different street. So in the PUA days, they were teaching guys to wear goggles, boas, black fingernail polish, and all this stupid ass shit. And young men were doing that stuff. So he realized that he wasn't getting anywhere doing all that stuff. And he came and he started to learn the game. He became a great student of the game. He began to soak the game up, bugged the fuck out of me. Kind of reminded me when I was like 10 or 11, bugging the fuck out of my mentor. But the thing is that he actually, when he was 50, 51, became a gigolo. He started his greatest surprise was that he couldn't believe that he was happy. He pulled this college chick that was 24. He got a 24-year-old, and he couldn't believe that he got her. But I'm like, what do you mean you don't believe it? You don't believe in yourself? He's like, no, I just didn't think that it was that easy. You know, I look at it, and again, for guys, I don't judge you dating. You date who you want as long as they're of age. If they're legal, they're good. So he got a 24, and then from the 24 went to a 26, back to a 25, to a 23, to a 27, to a 29, to a 34, to a 31, to a 41. So he got all these things, and he got them. I didn't get them for him. He got them himself. Then he started going through women, started learning the sex game, mouthpiece, switched everything up. And then he got into the gigolo game, and he started making money. So it doesn't matter, ST, how old you are. It's all about when are you going to make the choice to stop walking in the direction you're walking. You cannot change depression and anxiety walking in the same direction. And here's the worst part about the direction you're walking in. You're walking with the current. The game will always force you to turn around and go against the current. And because you're going with the current, you feel safe. And that's why you created your comfort zone. And that's why your mind is fucking you guys over, thinking that, things can actually change for you by doing what you're doing right now. It's a process, but you just got to figure out the process and how to actually change from the process. But it can actually work out for you. Guys, got a question? We got you. We're breaking all this down to all you guys out here, so y'all can have more of an understanding of what's actually going on with many of you guys right now. Most of you guys out here, there's a lot of indecision with many of you guys out here. And your indecision is not yours and yours alone. Your indecision is based upon a woman. And gentlemen, the thing about indecision that is actually hurting all you guys is that the process, okay? The thing about the game, okay, the difference between indecision and game, and I need y'all to lock this in. Game will always be about making the right moves. It's going to help you map out all the moves and all the consequences of your actions. And here's the best news about the consequences when it comes to a woman, which are actually no consequence. When you actually learn the game, you'll realize that she is allowed to say no. She's allowed to say I have a boyfriend, and she's allowed to say I'm not interested. But for those that don't have game, those things become consequences, and those things become the barometer of your self-worth. They become the barometer of your depression and your anxiety, because you feel like, well, if I take the time to go up to her and she says no, I'm going to feel foolish. I'm going to feel stupid, and she's going to make me feel less than. But the beautiful thing about the game, it allows you to reach the best course of action to take. See, gentlemen, there is nothing wrong with you going up to a woman. You just got to believe in what it is you're saying. But the biggest problem that you're having is that you are always moving the goalposts in how you talk to women. See, a man is never going to change how he talks to a woman, because a man never changes who he is. And that means that every woman you talk to is actually going to be the same. You're never going to change what you say to a woman. You're not going to say anything disrespectful. You're not going to be rude to her, and you're not going to come off looking thirsty, needy, or desperate. You're just going to talk to her. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people assume that you've got to do something different to a woman, because remember, gentlemen, and this is very important, the competition that you look at is why you are so depressed. Remember, guys, we tell you about the judgments all the time. The judgment of self, which we're discussing today. But then with the judgment of self, it opens up the door to judging women. And what the mind will do is judge a woman off of what you think is the truth, but it's not. It is your reality of a truth to hold you back from doing the thing that you want to do to actually up the depression to yourselves, judging the woman. So what a man does is, when a man looks at a woman, he does not judge her. He does not look at her at all in the way you look at her. The way that we look at her is that I am an opportunity for her, for the first time in her life, to meet somebody that's not trying to fuck. Because I don't need to get the pussy. I mean, hey, when you're that motherfucker, you ain't gonna get them all. I'm not gonna say you're gonna fuck them all. Please understand that. But you should have this mentality that, man, look, I don't need to try to barter up front for something that you're going to willingly give me later on, because you're so intrigued by how I move, how I think, how I talk, and how impressive I am. See that? Think about that for a second. Versus, she's so pretty, what am I going to do? She's so beautiful, she would never date a guy like me. You see, you add on to the depression. You sit around, and then from the judging of yourself, judging the woman, then you'll look at another man. Remember, this doesn't make you homosexual. It's just, we've got to look and face the truth. Listen, gentlemen, it is one of the greatest problems that you have, is that you're always looking at other men to determine your value and self-worth. And I'm not saying look at them in a sexual way. I'm saying that you are too busy comparing yourself to somebody based off of what you see. And what you see isn't a thing that either turned her on or turned her off. You see, because remember, guys, remember our thinking. We look at her shape, we look at her ass, we look at her titties, we look at her hips, her thighs, and her motherfucking lips. We do that. Yes, we do that, gentlemen. That doesn't make us, that's what makes us men. But what makes women women is that they like certain kinds of men, but they are also looking what's behind that individual to make certain types of determinations. But we look at women the same, and then we also look at men the same as well, as in, well, he looks like he's an Adonis and he can get a lot of women. You see what I'm saying? You look at another man, look at how he dresses, look at his body shape, look how tall he is, and look at this and look at that. It doesn't make you a bad person, but we've got to look at the issues of your depression, because the issues of your depression is actually doing those three things. But also then the world, the judgment of the world, because content creators are coming up with all these kooky ass things that throw you off. So you got all these things that are pulling you in so many directions, but the game is going to force you to be the fucking direction. You'll never get pulled anywhere, because what you're going to do is you're ultimately going to shape your mindset, your world, and your destiny. And that means every decision that you make, you decide your fate. See, your fate is not into what she's saying. The fate is that, you know what? I believe in myself so much, I'm going to give her the opportunity to get on my dick. I know y'all going to laugh at me, but I'm dead ass serious. None of y'all think that way. You don't believe in yourself that way. You believe in pussy. You believe in ass, and you believe in titties. So you place women above yourself. And because you do that, your fate is tied into whatever she says. Your fate is tied into her saying yes versus saying no. But even if she says yes, then you have another problem there. Well, she says yes. What do I do now? What do I say to her? Why do I say this? How do I ask her for a date? But if I ask her for a date, where am I going to take her? And if I take her on a date, what am I going to say to her? So your fate is always tied into the women. Do you see what I'm saying? What I'm saying for you guys out here, okay, as a man, whether your decisions are big or small, okay, or significant or insignificant, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't make a difference. As a man, every decision you make throughout the day is going to shape your mind and the world and your reality. But if your decision is based on anything that is called woman, ass, titties, or sex, then this is where you're kind of out of nature, because you are bringing an element into your world that is changing the interpretation of how you see the world, gentlemen. Every decision that you make is going to shape your life, okay? And your life, how it is today, at this moment, right now, that we're talking right now, is based off of not only the decisions that you didn't make, but also the depression, the anxiety, the lack of belief in oneself, the discomfort, the fear, the guilt, the shame. So all those things have created the point of where you're at right now. And this has nothing to do with a woman, but it feels good to blame women for all your faults and all your misgivings and stuff like that. That's why so many are attached to the manospheres and red pills. But the decisions I'm trying to get you young men to see in the game, to actually help y'all out to be better men, because the thing that's important here is to give you guys or put you guys in a position that you've never been into, okay? Because when you're making a decision, okay, the thing about a man is that all decisions are coming from not an external sense of knowing. It has come from an internal sense of knowing. We've got to talk about the external. So if you look at all your decisions, what are they based off of? Some content creator telling you, see, look at this fucking 304. See, I told you that bitch ain't shit. Look at her. Press play. Hi, I'm a woman and I want a guy 12 foot tall and he's got to make $1 trillion and he's got to have all this stuff and he's got to make all this money. And then they got you thinking that, yeah, this is your life and this is every woman out there. So then when you see a woman based off of what you're thinking about yourself, you are going to make a decision based off an external sense of knowing. That means you're looking at a content creator telling, okay, you're looking at someone who can't get pussy, tell you why you can't get pussy by making up shit. And so here's the thing. If they can't get any women, how do they know what the fuck women are thinking? But the way they get you is by showing you a woman saying this thing. But always remember, gentlemen, women have two kinds of rules. There are the rules for the average motherfuckers, and then there are rules for us. And our rules mean that they will break all their rules that they have for you guys because we are totally different from average. And that's why I'm trying to listen and get y'all guys to think for a second. See, gentlemen, when you start making decisions from an internal sense of knowing, okay, think about what I'm saying. And think about the depth of what I'm saying from an internal. That means when I'm saying from an internal, that means the man that can lead by example. That means he's communicating to himself. That means that his example is not the main thing. He is influencing himself. And when a woman can see internally a man that is influencing himself, then she's gonna start fuck. Now, I'm not gonna say she's gonna fuck him, but she's gonna start taking a look at him like this, because most of you guys, unfortunately, are living from external knowledge. The game will always be internal knowledge. Internally, the same man will look to himself. The social skills one needs is not external. That's the second form of communication. It is the internal communication one has with himself to then send it out external. See, it's always starting in and then coming out, meaning that charismatic is not, you see, y'all think when a woman sees a charismatic man, she's looking at something from the inside. Because remember what I tell you, women bypass your body, your degrees, your cars, and your clothes. And what did I say? They go behind the curtain. So when they see someone that is charismatic, that is, they are seeing him not for what he's wearing, not for how tall he is, how fat he is, and how much money he's got or he doesn't have. They're not looking at that, okay? With the way they're looking at it is they're looking at it from an internal way. They are recognizing things, okay? All right, they're recognizing things in you. But also the craziest thing that they recognize that they can't recognize. Listen to it. Women can see thirst, but they are blinded by transparency. They are blinded by a clear, concise man. They are blinded by that. What do I mean by blinded by a man that is clear, concise, transparent, and keeps it a buck? Where they can see an individual that's lying off the bat. Because all they know since elementary school are manipulating guys that manipulate try to manipulate the emotion by either telling a woman what she wants to hear. Okay, I want to fuck, but I know you want a relationship, so I want a relationship too. I want a girlfriend too, knowing you just want to fuck and everything. And I'm not saying that just because you want to fuck doesn't mean that you can or can't. I'm just saying that they're blinded by transparency because they're not used to seeing somebody that says transparently, this is who I am. This is who I am, and you are going to either accept me or not. But the one thing I will never do is I am never going to beg, barter, lie, beat around the bush, walk on eggshells, and waste my motherfucking time. I will not do that. And if you don't like it, there's the door. But all I can do is offer you the thing that you have never had before, is to see me for who I am, because I'm never going to change. And then you make the determination what you want to do, because I am not going to impress you. I don't need to impress you. I'm impressive. See, gentlemen, this is why you never need to impress a woman when you're impressive, because the impressive comes from the internal knowledge that you have, the internal knowledge that you have that you create. How do I make her smile? Put that away. How do I make her laugh? Put that away. How do I make her blush? smile, think, and react internally, meaning that your end game should not be, and this is what I learned at a very young age. My end game had nothing, gentlemen, to do with the present with her. I always wanted to leave remnants of what we are to keep drawing her attention, tap into her mind, and make her want more. Not from me. Remember, I've always been told, I've been telling you this shit since the 90s. It is not who I am when we're together. That's where guys that look externally at the game. You're doing everything right now and trying to push everything and force everything and hang around too long because you feel like, well, I'm never going to get this chance again. For us, on the other hand, we take our motherfucking time because I know at the end of the day, it's not what the fuck I am. I never want to be what I am with her in the moment. The most devastating thing that a man can do when he has the game is what the fuck are you when you're not around to her? Meaning that when you're not texting her, when you're not talking to her, when you're not interacting with her, what is going on in her world? Is she thinking about you? That means that when I'm not talking to him, it's not like I miss him, but I kind of miss talking to him. I kind of miss laughing. I kind of miss his charm, his wit. I kind of miss how he's moving. I wonder what he's doing. That's where we're trying to get all you guys to move with, okay? That's where we're trying to get all you young men to do that. Because when you can actually do that, gentlemen, you actually change the game up. Gentlemen, if you have a question, please put a Q. The lines are open. We got you as well. But I will continue what I'm saying, gentlemen, because all this is going to help you guys with your depression and with your anxiety, okay? Now, usually, YT, I don't like to give out my my IG to whatchamacallit, to guys, man. It's not really built for guys and stuff like that. So, but getting back to what I was saying, all your decisions and everything that we say for all you guys out there. So one thing we always say for all you guys out there was very important in all of this at the end of the day is that you have to have the internal sense of knowing, okay? Okay, right now you may not have all the facts that you need right now to be a guy. You may not have all the facts and all the other stuff. You may not have that, okay? You might not have all the facts right now, but what's important for you guys, what's important is as a man, you always got to turn inward, not outward. You've got to work on your internal. You've got to make rational decisions that are going to help you be a better man. You can never be a better man looking for outside knowledge. And that's why we always tell you guys out there to drink from your fountain. See, the thing is that most you guys, you've got to be able to put yourself in a mindset to have the ability to understand something immediately without the need for trying to have reason or try to figure it out. You should already know. You should already have this thing. And this is what the game is about. The game is always going to direct your focus and your attention, not on what you see, but what you actually know internally. And this is why many guys are depressed and many guys are down on themselves because many guys beat themselves up. The moment you tap into the game, you are no longer ever, listen, the moment you tap into yourself, and this is what a student of the game is doing. The moment you tap into yourself, you're no longer emotionally involved in any situation. You take that out and then you see things with clarity. See, when you have the anxiety and when you have the fear, you worry about the rejection, you have the discomfort or whatever you feel when you see a woman. It is at that point you become emotionally evolved in the situation, which means as a person that is emotionally involved, that means that you're playing by the rules of the woman, okay? But when you are a student of the game, one thought, one mind, one way, as you are a student, you will begin to learn that you're going to stop being emotionally involved. You're going to remember, I always tell you what I tell you, take your heart and put it in your fucking pocket. I mean, you say that? Take your heart and put it in your pocket. And the moment you can start taking your heart and stop putting your fucking feelings, again, it is not bad to have emotions, guys. It is bad when you're looking at a woman and she affects you in an emotional way. That means that what you're looking at is triggering some kind of emotion out of you. And the moment that trigger begins to happen, you are playing in her rules, her world, and her reality, which means you will always be what the parents would say at bottom. You will always be on the bottom. You'll never be able to control the situation. Are my reactions to the outside influence the same as my I do? Yeah, because it's outside of you. Anything outside of you is an I do. But as I'm saying to you guys out here, the more you connect to yourself, it will help you expand your perspective. The moment you put your feelings in your pocket, your emotions in your pocket, that means there is nothing wrong with having the emotion of the thrill of the hunt. Oh, you're allowed. That's the best thing to have. To know that, you know what, I'm going to make this woman's day. But even after you even say that, the beautiful thing about the game is that it helps you expand what you see right now, your perspective, and your understanding of what just needs to get done. You don't fairy tale it and look into the future. You don't sit there and look at her and read her mind and judge her. You don't turn around and look at yourself and judge yourself. And you don't turn around and look at and think about what kind of man she likes to date. Everything becomes crystal clear. And the answers will already be there. And all you got to do is do the choice of the answer you want. But let me grab this question. What sort of elementary knowledge of the world around do you need to know before you can start building an internal knowledge base of how you interact with the world outside? No. Okay, young man, you're okay. I like the question, but again, young man, the game, I'm never trying to complicate the world for you, okay? I'm not trying to complicate it. I'm trying to simplify it for you. And the simplicity is starting off with your 100-piece puzzle set. Just start it off there. If you're not ready to be a student, start there. See, you're processing and thinking that this is like hard. It's like, no, it's not hard to understand yourself, but you're looking at things actually the wrong way, big guy, okay? Because the elementary knowledge is getting your 100-piece puzzle set and starting there. Basic. Taking it, throwing the box away, dumping the pieces, and slowly begin to put those things together. That's how simple it is to begin the process. I didn't say in the process, learn it, because we've got to start to unlearn what we have learned from the outside world and begin to learn and understand ourselves. And it's one thing that we're not doing, but it's a great question you asked, sir. Hopefully I was able to answer your question and everything. Yeah, I do. I like butter pecan as well. I like that as well. But what I say for all you guys out here, it's very important that you guys expand your perspective and your understanding from things. And when everything becomes crystal clear to each and every one of you, okay, you immediately, and it doesn't just, see, you guys, okay, the same way that you move in 99% of your life, where you immediately will have choices and answers. Gentlemen, You don't have to do it now. Just think about this tomorrow when you ask yourself or say to yourself, I'm hungry. That's all you got to do. Or I'm hungry or I'm thirsty. I mean, think about it. We've done it a million times in our life. We've talked to ourselves, right? You know, you're just driving. You can be driving, walking the dog, you know, playing video games. You can do anything. And all of a sudden, you say to yourself, I'm hungry or I'm thirsty. See, you understand your mind leaves you alone at this point because it was working with you at this point. The moment you say I'm hungry, the moment you say I'm thirsty, your mind begins to show you crystal clear all the options and the choices you have. And it will start from your kitchen, if there's anything left over from yesterday, to then it starts looking at time. How much time do we have? Because, you know, Popeyes is 5 minutes away and the pizza place is 20 minutes away and the Italian place is 25 minutes away and the Chinese food is another 40 that way. And you remember, see how things become crystal clear where you already have the answer. Everything comes already locked in ready. So then it's a matter of time. So then you calculate time. Well, I have about 20 minutes, so I can get that Chinese, I can get that McDonald's, everything that falls under the umbrella of 20 minutes, everything underneath the umbrella of 20 minutes, you have then broken down and already have that ready made to make the choice. Just like drinking, you know, if you're thirsty, is there beer, liquor, is there water, is there orange juice, is there Powerade or whatever? And if you're like, well, the gas station is what, a few minutes up the street. I can just go get something to eat, or maybe I'll go get something to eat and have something to drink with it. So you see how, gentlemen, how the mind works, where it gives you understanding, where it makes everything crystal clear and all the answers come already ready and already locked in. So, gentlemen, please understand this is no different than the game with women. It's just that you're looking. See, one thing that you're doing, and let me answer this question right here. One thing that you guys are doing that you don't realize is that, I know it sounds crazy. I did this, when did I do this? I did this in 2000. It was early on YouTube, when YouTube first started coming out. I did the skit. I don't even know where I did it. Still have it, but I bought a hamburger and fries and started talking to it and shit by trying to show you guys that y'all don't do that with your food. You don't talk to your food that way. You don't say to yourself, if the water's going to reject me or the food doesn't like me and all this other stuff. You just know what you want. You go for it. But let me get here. Why do we need someone else and why can't we do it ourselves? Okay. So Z, it's this simple. Z, it's as simple as levels. It's as simple as levels. Z, you don't know how to fuck. You don't have a mouthpiece. You don't have any social skills. You don't have a narrative. You don't have mission statements, law statements, legacy statements, vision statements about yourself. You don't know the difference between being romantic to being sensual, sexual, or romantic. You have no idea how to communicate yourself. You believe in pussy more than you believe in yourself. I just stop right there. Not trying to be mean, just trying to answer a question. So when that person asks himself a question, do you think he's going to get an answer that is going to uplift him? Because I'm telling you right now, Z, you know, on December, the January 31st of 2023, you did the same fucking thing. You said, I'm going to change. I'm going to change. I'm going to change. And I'm going to do this. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it my way. How many years have you been the same motherfucker? And you know you're the same motherfucker. And it's not knocking. I'm going to answer your question. See, the problem is you think you can do it your way, but you're just a dog chasing your tail. You're never going to elevate and educate yourself when your thinking is not only emotional, but effeminate, weak, soft, bland, and boring. So how is it that you are going to move up a notch in your level when you don't even believe in moving up a notch. Matter of fact, you believe in taking a step down, because not only do you not love yourself, you have no self-worth, another knockdown. You have no self-image, another knockdown. You have no self-construct, another knockdown. You have no self-anything. So we go all the way down. But yet, you're in the Grand Canyon. You're not even at ground zero yet, but you think you can do it yourself. So what I say to you, keep trying, keep doing the same thing over and over again, trying to look for a different result. Now, again, that's why people have what is called mentors and teachers. We didn't go to elementary school in the first grade saying, well, I know my numbers. Well, let me grab this call real quick. Area code, I don't know what country this is, 49. What's your name, sir? How can I help you? Area code 49 going once. Area code 49 going twice. Sir, what is your name and what's your question?
My name is Jamal.
Okay, can you speak up, sir? We can't hear you. Speak up. Speak up. We can't hear you. Your name is Jamel?
Jamal, yeah, and I want to say to you, thank you. I learned to in the moment English, and I want tell you a short story. Can I?
No. What is your question? I gotta do a show. What is your question? How can I help you, buddy? What's your question?
Yeah, with this story, it's the paradox. It's the question. Can I tell you?
Well, you can ask the question. What is your question so I can answer? What's your question?
Steve, the question or me the story. I can't.
Sir, how old are you? How old are you?
I am 39.
Okay, so what is your question so I can answer it? I don't need to hear the story. That's the problem with y'all guys. You think we need to hear the story. Ask the question. Okay, and if I don't understand the question, I'll ask you the story. What is the question, sir?
The question is me the story about you I can't, but no problem. It's good.
Okay, well, you have a good day, sir. I appreciate it. You take care, sir. Thank you. So getting back to what I'm saying to you, Z-Dog, what I'm saying to you, and this is no knock on you, big dog, the problem is that you're never going to grow. And you can keep trying to do it your way, but your interpretation of the world is why you'll never grow. But as I was saying before, when we went to kindergarten or first grade, did we say we could count from 1 to 10 and 10 to 20, 20 to 30? No, we had to sit there in front of this weird person called a teacher, and he began to explain numbers to us and then gave us homework and then graded us off the knowledge we took from him that we internalized for ourselves. We didn't just walk into the classroom saying, I know numbers, unless now some kids do because their parents, run that kind of game where they teach their kids numbers. But you will never, ever grow to the point you want to be at doing it yourself when you don't even understand who the fuck you are. But I appreciate the question, big dog. I appreciate the question because you can try to do it yourself all you want. Steve, why folks think you're being mean? I think that you're just trying to help. Hey, Mr. Josh, I appreciate what you're saying, but sir, stop giving a fuck about them. That is not what I need you to ask me. What I need you to ask are Mr. Josh questions to help Mr. Josh understand Mr. Josh better. Sir, in the game, you got to understand, if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. So let's not worry about other people, okay? Let's focus on you, young man. I appreciate the question, but let's ask questions that can help you today. And don't worry about the hatred. People are going to hate me for my age, my height, and the color of my skin. But what you'll learn with the game is none of my business. We cannot control hatred, racism, and things like that. We can't control that. You can't control the narrative. So stop worrying about it. I don't give a fuck. You shouldn't either. But I appreciate the question. Let us continue. Let's see here. Should I buy your book first? Email or learn a game? You can do either or. All roads lead to the same place, sir. All roads lead to the same place. But as I was saying before, guys, lines are open and we got you. But I want to keep talking to you guys out here. At the end of the day, the thing that we are no, Mr. Josh, it's okay. No, Mr. Josh. Here's the beautiful thing about the game. You're new here, so you don't know. It's all good. It's no knock on you. We just want you to focus on you. That's what the difference between our classroom is that I want those that are watching to learn something, to understand themselves, to keep focus and keep their mind locked in on the conversation, to be able to take what I'm telling you to ask questions that can benefit you. But it's not beneficial to you to worry about what other people think. And that's what we're trying to get y'all to stop doing. Stop caring about what other people are saying. Stop caring about what other people think, because people are going to say and think what they want. They're going to hate you. They're going to hate me. It doesn't matter if we're green, blue, orange, or whatever. People are just going to hate those that know more than what other people know. It's just how the world works. So it's all respect, sir. Okay, it's all respect. Okay, so anyway, as we're saying before, for all you guys out there, okay, for all you guys out there, the thing that we always love to work with you guys to actually learn more about yourself, okay? Yes, absolutely. In I think 10 days, I'll put up my little cake ass birthday picture, my baby picture. You click on that, we'll have a PDF file, and we'll have the birthday discounts and all that other stuff, and the birthday package, which is going to be over 40 hours or something like that. So yeah, you'll be able to do that. But wait, give me a second. My girl just popped in. You only missed one day. I think you missed yesterday, but you are very consistent, and I appreciate your consistency, young lady. And what she's saying, I got to take a moment, gentlemen, to say all the women out there, please take a moment and pull out your wasps, your butterflies, and your dildos, your finger, your index finger, your middle finger, and rub it, and go ahead and please make a wish for all the ladies listening. Ladies, I talk to the guys, but I would like to take a minute, gentlemen, just 1 minute. I always like to take 1 minute to recognize the ladies that's in here by letting you know it's 11:11 somewhere in your world, and go ahead and pull that dildo out, that butterfly, the wasp, whatever you have, fingers or dildos, whatever, rub it and make a wish. Okay. Oh, well, no, I saw you. Well, no, I saw you, but I think someone beat you to the 11:11. I saw you in yesterday, but no, listen, I appreciate your consistency. You're very consistent. I really like your consistency. So shout out to you. I love the consistency. There you go. That's it. Anyway, I appreciate you. During the lives, I don't have any questions opposed, and I have some questions on the self side. Well, here's the problem. See, okay. The student, okay, your greatest problem is you have so many questions that you're afraid to ask because you think people are going to judge you. And I got to look at and got to speak of a 9-year-old motherfucking me that started learning game. I had a state of mind that actually I wanted to learn everything, and I didn't care who was around me. I asked millions of questions, and I don't care who was around me, because I learned through the game that I can only benefit me, and I only will take advantage of information or times when I can. Now, again, you don't have to do anything. Get on the back and get some coaching, but it's your choice. It's up to you. It's up to you. No one's putting a gun to your head like that. And yes, there you go. The butterfly. Okay, someone has a butterfly. All right, we have one lady that has a butterfly. And matter of fact, I maybe need to ask the ladies what they're going to rub up on, but I'm not going to do that yet. We'll probably do that tomorrow. We'll see. Because we're going to do a show tomorrow on the women looking at the bank statements. We're going to do a show on that, I guess. So anyway, as I was saying, for all you guys out there, we must get you guys to actually start to have a different kind of mentality, because most of you don't know what does it take to have the mentality to go after what you want. Okay. Most of you guys don't have the inner drive or the desire to push past the depression, to push past the anxiety, to push past the fear, to push past the excuses and things like that, because most people just don't want to actually step outside of their comfort zone and go through what is beautiful, and it is the hardships. It's beautiful, guys. There is nothing like going through the hardships and knocking down all the emotional roadblocks that you face. I promise you. Because what it is going to require of you guys out there is to be more aggressive with yourself, more resourceful, and have more of a vision and understanding of who you are. To be able to shift your mindset, to turn around, to get rid of the depression, to get rid of the anxiety, to get rid of the worry, to get rid of the indecision and everything. It is going to require you to shift how you think about your life and how you think about your circumstances that you face every day. A woman is not a circumstance, and a woman is not something that is a bad thing to face every day. I hope that you run into women every day, because the one thing I always ask you guys to do is face your fears. You've got to face your fears. And I it's so crazy. I see all these goofy guys walking up to women and trying to show you how good they are with women by just talking to women. Talking to women has nothing to do with the game, just talking to them. But most people think. But we always want you guys to look at the switch. Right now, the switch is off. And that switch is called understanding myself. Many of you guys doubt yourselves, and most people don't understand how this works. Because, gentlemen, at one point or another, you have experienced it, or you're living in it right now, and that is doubting yourself. And these are times when things don't go as planned, when life or women throw a curveball, or when you're expecting this to be an easy layup. Like, give you an example. I can give you several. I'll use, we used to have this thing, the Valentine's Day weekend from the 7th to the 14th, where we would show you clubs, and we used to do swinger events. We took that down, but we show you clubs and places to go that single women are at. Now, please understand, these are events where single women are going, but the pressure is very hard for someone that goes into an environment that doesn't know himself. You already know the women are single, but do you have the fucking balls to go over there and talk to a single woman? They're not, listen, yes, some single women will have their girlfriends who are in relationships, because some women aren't going to go to these events by themselves. So sometimes you'll talk to a woman that has somebody, you know what I mean? Sometimes, but a lot of you guys, you're not ready to handle certain things that are placed in front of you. Again, in September 15th, we will unlock the Sexoween, right? That's the Halloween costume, that's the trick-or-treat game, and that's the Sexoween. So we give something for everybody. Guys that have women will do the Sexoween. Guys that are trying to meet women will do the Halloween costume game, and guys that want to just pass out candy can do the trick-or-treat game. So we got all that layered up for you. So we actually position you guys. I'm be on for a minute. But we actually position you guys out here to put you in a position to be around women. Okay? But when you have uncertainty, when you have doubt, When you don't believe in yourself, there is something that triggers, that stops and creeps in, where you begin to doubt yourself. Not only begin to doubt yourself, but you begin to doubt your ability to move. You doubt your confidence. You doubt how you think. And that voice in your head actually begins to take more control over you, who you are, and how you move. And this is why all this is I'm talking about is important. Because most of you guys feel that right now you feel like you're not incapable of doing anything. You don't feel like you're doing that, okay? Oh, yeah, look at you. You say, we chilling tonight. Yeah, yes. Yeah, we chilling. Absolutely. But what we're saying to you guys out here, this is why y'all continue to doubt yourselves. When things don't go as planned, okay? When things go the way we all have this expectation of how we want things to go for ourselves, but the world is not actually going to go the way we want it to. And it's because that most of us, the stems of doubt, okay? All right. Well, y'all got it. Okay. I don't even know what that means. Beautiful. Okay, but what I'm saying is that a lot of y'all guys fear uncertainty in certain things. And you don't know what's coming up over that horizon or around that corner. You don't know what your next step is going to be. And all these things create uncertainty. And then uncertainty leads into the fear. The fear leads into hesitation. But if we equal everything and we multiply, subtract, or add everything, it is always going to lead into depression and you beating yourself up because you felt like, damn, here's my opportunity to do something and I didn't do it. And it's not that you didn't do it. You just didn't know how to do it or why you should do it. And as a result, then you begin to actually doubt everything around you. And this is why all the action that you don't take is because most of you guys just don't believe in the man in the mirror. And this is why we are doing what we're talking about. Okay? Because a lot of you guys seem to struggle without even recognizing it. And one of the reasons is that you're usually seeking something new and different than what's already in front of you. For some reason, you're looking for women to be, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. You want women to be this thing, perfect with a bow. I mean, you want her to be a walking virgin that isn't allowed to have any fun, and she's supposed to wait for you to be her everything. It doesn't make any sense. The society, Big, I think you don't understand the world. The world does not encourage you to do anything. Does the world knock on your door, sir, put a gun to your head and say that you have to do what it says? Does it do that? Does the world tell you that you have to bend over backwards and kiss a woman's ass? No, the world doesn't tell you anything. See, this is why I keep trying to tell you, you're looking at the wrong society. Again, outward influences versus the society of one. See, you're looking at, and yes, Reed, you're absolutely right. And that's what the problem is. You're too busy looking at content creators that are pacifying you. You're too busy looking at society to tell you to take medicine, drugs, drink, or do drugs to get your mind off of things. And that's the problem, young man. That is the problem. So here's the thing. It's not, okay, watch this stoic. Watch this. Listen to this. The world is smart enough. Okay, think about this. Think about the world like your parents when you were rebelling as a teen or some shit. See, if the world tells you to do something, that's when you're going to rebel. See what I'm saying? If the world told you to be a man or whatever it wants to tell you, you're going to rebel against that. Because at that point, who are you to tell me what to do? No. And so what they want to do is that, wait. We can't tell these motherfuckers what to do, but there's another way we do. Okay, y'all ever watch 300? Remember 300 and shit? We can't go straight down that line and fight those 300 motherfucking soldiers or Spartans because they got that shit on lockdown, meaning that you're not going to tell me what to do. You know, the man ain't going to tell me what to do. Ain't nobody going to tell me what to do, right? Right? So what they will do is they know that you guys, you like certain rappers, you like certain athletes, and there's certain women that you find attractive that's a singer, a rapper, or an athlete, or something like that. They know that. So you know what? They're going to say, you know what? We can't tell them what to do, but God damn it, we can surely do something. We can put something on somebody, and whoever you feel connected to, you're going to then look at that somebody and say, because remember, guys, there was a time. Okay, so y'all do understand. Okay, watch this. So in prison, there are two ways to show the prisoner that you were, that kind of guy. Two ways. One, they put their pocket out, right? And the other way, they sag their pants where they show their ass hanging out to send a marker or a beacon to somebody in jail to say, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, now, watch what I'm saying. Society can't tell you guys, hey, drop your pants a little bit and show your ass and show your drawers and shit. You're going to be like, man, I ain't doing that, bitch. I ain't doing that. So what do they say? All right. Hey, rapper, what I want you to do is I want you to sag your pants and you keep on rapping, because the person watching you is not only watching the women around you, but they looking at how you're dressing. And you're making this thing called a fashion statement. So the individual is going to look at the fashion statement that his favorite athlete or rapper or whoever is wearing it and say, you know what, damn, that's fly as hell. See the difference? See what I'm saying? The difference? Now follow me. If society told you, we want you to wear some tight skinny jeans and sag your ass, tell me, man, man, that's crazy. I ain't doing that. So what they did is, okay, well, let's find that go path. Let's find our favorite rapper. Yo, NC got the gold, got the glitter, got the glam, got the women, got the ride, and I also got my pants sagging. So the individual looking at all that stuff, he'll be like, damn. So the only way I can get that lifestyle, the only way I can get that car, the women, the bling, man, this is a dope fashion statement. You know what? I'm going to the store today. I'm going to find some skinny jeans and I'm going to sag my motherfucking ass. And they say, there we go. We got it. See, society doesn't influence you. They have pawns in the game to influence you. Society can't tell you what to do, because that's like, you'll rebel. Because they're coming right at you. You'll rebel from that. So they will use other tactics that you will believe in. You'll believe in that athlete or that rapper or that actor. He walking around with his pants. Oh man, I want to be cool like him. I wanna be like that. And that's where they got you. So don't look at society. Society is just, listen, the economy has to, listen, y'all, I've always told you this, economics 101 for all you young men. The economy has to run. Fashion designers have to keep with the fashion so people can keep buying the fashion. buying the $200 or $300 pair of jeans and the shirts and whatever they put out. They've got to keep pushing the agenda because they know that, listen, we can only get 99% of the motherfuckers. We can't get the free thinkers. The free thinkers, they just gonna look at the shit and laugh. We can't get a free thinker. But we can get everybody else because everybody else is easily swayed by pussy. So all we got to do is add pussy to anything we want to sell, or athlete to anything we want to sell, and young men are going to think it's cool. Now for us, watch this. For us, it wasn't tight. When I was in high school, it wasn't because I in the DMV, it wasn't tight pants. It was like AJ overalls and black Mickey Mouse and Coca-Cola shirts type shit. It wasn't anything hanging off our asses. There was nothing tight. It was just like some AJ jeans and motherfucking Coca-Cola, black Mickey Mouse or some shit like that. It was just some light stuff, but it wasn't like it is today. So they know, for a lot of you guys out here, they want to actually sway your mindset, young man. But I don't want to get into all that, but I just hope I was able to answer your question. So anyway, Coca-Cola shirts. Yeah, in the 80s, it was Coca-Cola shirts, AJ jeans, black Mickey Mouse. That was like in the DMV, dog. It was like, we would listen to go-go music and shit like that. Rare Essence, EU, Chuck Brown. So we would listen to that. We was listening to rap. So we were doing a lot of different stuff. But anyway, let me continue with this. So anyway, having that clear thought of knowing what to do without any thought or emotion, similar to how men in Shogo move, because they have a standard they go by that influences them. Well, what I'm saying is, no. So for black people, it was AJ jeans. For white guys, it was Jordache and Wrangler. It was Jordache jeans and Wrangler jeans. So everybody had, and it was surfing gear and skateboard gear. So every race, they had something for everybody. So it just wasn't black. Everybody had their own sense, but they do that on TV now. But anyway, so the thing, like I was saying, the thing about Shogun, okay, that I'm trying to get you guys to see is that those men were brought up to have integrity and honor. Integrity and honor. They didn't give a fuck about anybody else, to themselves. They honored themselves and had an integrity for themselves, because they realized my answers will never be from the outside world. My answers will always be internally, because who else can I learn and know more than myself? There is nobody else that you can learn more than yourself. Nobody. So they made effective decisions that will move them forward, because their life had a secret. Their life was in sync. Okay? That means that their thoughts, this is where game is thoughts in line with behavior. That's all it is. It is already not having the answer, not having the solution. You are the answer and you are the solution, because at that point, you are one of one. You are one thought, one mind, one way. You never actually changed. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you guys out here is that you're no longer moving. See, you're no longer moving from conscious and subconscious, because you've always been moving by that. And that's where you are right now. That's why there's a problem. You're not congruent, because your reality sometimes is based off of fears and depression and low self-esteem and low self-worth and doubt. So you're kind of off kilter, and that's where everything is going wrong because you're not congruent with who you are. And that's why you feel like a fish out of water, so to speak. You just there's just like something is just not right, and I just don't know what it is. And that's where the game comes in. At the game brings you back home to your home, not my home, but your home. Because you, at this point, you will never have no emotional or psychological blocks that stop you. Everything that's slowing you down and everything that's stopping you right now are blocks, clouding everything. See, right now, you can't see the world clearly because think about the judgments that you have. Think about this. Remember, I tell you the judgments: self, women, women, men, men, and the world, right? Self. And then you look at women, and then you look at yourself with a woman. That's woman, woman. And then you look at a guy thinking about what that woman will want. And then you look at the guy to challenge yourself with the guy. And then when I talk about the world is with the content creators telling you that, women are hypergamous, they're modern and everything. So you have all these judgments blocking yourself from your actual real reality. And what you don't know is nobody wants to tell you that you're free to see things the way you need to see things. This is where the game comes in at. This is why those that have game are different than content creators. You should be able to see the world through your eyes and not another man's eyes. Never. The one thing about the game is we always tell you, don't look at the world through my eyes. Look at the world through your set of eyes. But all you know is looking at the world through another man's eyes and listen to his terminology: hypergamy, red pills, drizzle, drizzle, handsome man, and riz, and clothes, cars, status, money, and all these things. But what you don't even see is not even those statements. You're not even looking at the core or the root of the statements, which is a piece of pussy, which creates and maintains your desired outcome. That's why they self-sabotage you, because they don't want you to realize that instead, I have to change my perspective and become a desired outcome versus, I have to become an outcome versus a desired one, gentlemen. And that's why you're clouded. Your judgment is clouded right there. You are free, gentlemen, when your mind is clear and you are one thought, one mind, one way. You will never lead with your fucking feelings. That's what women should do. Women should move with their feelings. They should move with their emotions. That's what makes them motherfucking women. That's the beauty of a woman, moving with her feelings, her desires, and her emotions. But you're out of order when you're moving like a woman, or when those things trigger fear, anxiety, worry, excuses, doubt, and everything. That's where a lot of things hurt you, okay? Because the role of the game is at the end of the day, you are actually tapping into not who you were yesterday. You can't change yesterday. You can never change yesterday you. You can learn from yesterday you. You can grab knowledge from yesterday you. But the memories from yesterday's you is the problem why you don't want to go into tomorrow's you, because you feel that you are the subtotal of some woman that's not interested in you, broke up with you, and is not messaging you. Okay? The core and the square, yes, they are the same thing when you actually are a student of the game. But as I'm saying for you guys out here, okay? All right? Okay? think about this. Think about the things that we're trying to show you guys. Okay, all right. Is that at the end of the day, okay, you don't understand you that well. You don't remember what you ate on your 6th birthday. You don't remember when you stood up and was able to walk for the first time. You did it, but you probably don't remember it. But you did it. But you don't even realize what made you do it. You didn't have conscious or subconscious thought to crawl. Did you think that you had to have a thought to crawl? Or did you started to, from your back, turn yourself over, and from your stomach, you started to push yourself up and then fall down, push yourself up, take one step forward, fall down, and then started to move my hands with my legs. Did you have to have conscious thought to do that? No, you did, because you don't even remember that. None of us remember that shit. You don't remember that because you just did it. And this is where we're trying to take you to that moment. There's always been a moment that each and every one of us has done the same thing. We have flipped on our fucking stomachs. We got up, we crawled. We picked ourselves up. We fell on our asses, probably cried and shit, pulled ourselves back up, wobbled and all this other stuff. But were we in a conscious or subconscious thought to think of ourselves, well, I tried to sit up and I fell, so I'm not going to do that anymore because that shit hurts. We weren't moving that way. I mean, I'm just trying to show y'all guys we didn't move that way. You see what I'm saying? And what I'm saying to all you guys out there, okay, it's very, very important that y'all understand how all this works, because this is where the connection of the game is very apparent. Can we apply what we're learning with our current friends? So, okay. I appreciate the question, Logan. The key thing I need you to do, Logan, stop worrying about other men. Stop. Focus. Stop worrying and thinking about other men. And you'll never get, dude. I know you might did it. Your question might have come subconsciously when you just type that shit and you don't even realize what you're typing. But in your typing, and I'm not knocking you, young man, this is what I'm telling you the problem is. There is no focus amongst you guys to actually want to be students of the game. You were told simply, stop thinking about other men. And I know a lot of y'all saying, man, that's easy to do. And no, it's not. When all you do is think about other men. And it's not, I'm not saying in a homosexual way. I'm not saying that. But y'all think about men so much, and it's no diddy. It's that you just do it and say things without even thinking. And I think, Logan, that I think that either you were thinking about your friends, which is okay, it's not knocking you, or you just did it, which is the problem. This is why it is hard to be a student of the game for many people, because many people, on paper, it sounds so easy. When I say stop thinking about other men, but if all you have been doing all your life is looking at other men to determine your self-worth, you have created a habit of, and this is a non-sexual habit, gentlemen. Listen, this is not belittling you, but you have got to stop worrying and thinking about another motherfucking man. You should, in your statements and your sentences, you've got to stop doing that, gentlemen. You've got to stop doing that, okay? That's what I'm saying to you, young man. You got to stop doing that, all right? But I appreciate what you're saying, okay? All right, that's what I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm saying, okay? That's all I'm asking. But it's okay. It's all respect to you, big dog, okay? It's all respect to you, okay? All right? All right? And, sir, okay, B, let me say this, and not beautiful, this B, is that you don't know what you don't know. So please kindly shut the fuck up. Please, kindly. Because if you're worried, take your bitch ass home. This ain't for you. I'm a Logan. See that, Logan? I'm treating you, Logan. I appreciate you. But this bitch right here, this ain't for you, motherfucker. This ain't for you. Listen to your bitch ass talk about worry. Hey, dog, get your bitch ass and shut the fuck up. Logan, I appreciate you, dog. I'm not knocking you, but I think where you're coming from was you didn't mean to say it or you just did it. So it's okay. But this motherfucker right here talking about all this worry shit, man, get the fuck out of here with that bitch ass shit. Guys, we can tell, gentlemen, we can tell people that's bullshitting from people that actually want to learn. And that bitch right there doesn't want to learn, so fuck him. But let me keep back with y'all guys. I apologize, but let me keep back to y'all guys that actually really want to learn, okay? At the end. And D, will you please shut the fuck up? Why do you bitch ass motherfuckers assume I'm mad? You can't make me mad, motherfucker. What the fuck makes you think I'm mad, bitch? That's what I'm talking to you, D. What the fuck makes you think I'm mad? You think you making me mad, motherfucker? Bitch, please get the fuck out of here, man. You can't even touch, you can't even sit at the table I'm at, motherfucker, more or less make me the fuck out of here, dog. This is what y'all, see this, y'all see that shit? Feminine. Always assuming and judging shit. Ain't nobody mad in this motherfucker, man. Fuck out of here with that shit, dog. Okay? Now, anyway, as I'm saying, okay, and JW, be what you are. You can stay in and listen, but please do not disrupt the class. I'm just saying that. I don't give a fuck if you're metal, red pill, and all that other gay ass shit that you want to be those things. But please do not disrupt the room or they're going to kick you the fuck out. So just stay in here, shut the fuck up, and don't say anything because we don't give a fuck about you and that silly bitch ass shit that you're doing. Anyway, let me continue. So as I was saying to all you guys out here, see, the thing is that most of you are in your own way. The greatest obstacle in your way is the obstacle of you. Women are and never will be the obstacle. You are the obstacle. And that means that for a lot of you guys out there, you will never reach your core. You will never be a man. You'll never be one of one, and you'll never be seen. You see what I'm saying? Dog, you know what? That is awesome. Then Eric Cash Money, if you have a question, please put the Q and ask the question, sir. Please. That's all we ask. You don't have to put a Q. Just put a Q and ask your question, please. We appreciate it. But beautiful, nailed it. And that's what's sad is. How is it she knows this shit? And she's a woman. How is it she knows this? Jesus Christ. God damn it. Well, let me continue. Gentlemen, what I'm saying, guys, lines are open. Make sure lines are open, guys. If you have a question, y'all call in. Lines are open. But as I'm saying to you guys out here, the thing about a man is that he will always push through what y'all find or think is adversity. What y'all think is difficult, a man is always going to push through that because he has a sense of urgency. And that urgency is time. A man never wastes his time. It doesn't mean you waste your time when you go up to a woman and she says, no, that's not wasted time. That is a good use of time. It's not wasted. Wasted time is when you see a woman and you just sit there and look at her ass and you don't do anything. Then you're wasting time, because what you're doing is that you are putting you as an obstacle to stop you from going over there and talking to that woman. See, a man doesn't waste his time. Time is very important to a man. Now, with time, gentlemen, that doesn't mean that we rush women based upon our interpretation of time. You can't rush a woman to do what you want her to do, because men don't move that way. We've never moved that way. The urgency we will always have is with ourselves, because we will always put what is called an effort. We focus on ourselves. And the focus on ourselves is one of the greatest gifts and one of the things women cannot control in a man. Let me get this question right here. How did we, meaning I, thank you. So why don't you say that next time, okay, ST? Next time, just say, how did I? See, you slipped up. You meant we. And it's okay. Look, it's okay. I know a lot of you guys think about other men. No diddy. But I am trying everything to get y'all to make more I statements, me statements, and my statements. Stop making them about them and they. Stop making them and they. We and us. Stop making those feminine statements. I, me, my, okay? How do we start getting our own way and become the obstacle to be go strong because it's attached to our core? But see, you ain't even near your dog. You don't even know, dog. You ain't in the game to understand. Listen, you are taking the word I'm using and you're trying to figure it out in your head of what it is. You ain't moving off your core, dog. You're moving off emotions and a femininity, dog. You're moving from, dog, where you're moving from. Let me show you, because you're nowhere near the core. You are moving from not even the I do. You are moving from the I won't and I can't. So you're nowhere near the I do, young man. So just try not to say things that are not true. You're not moving there because you are not in the game. You have no idea what the game is. So you're just making observations and determinations off of things that you don't know about. But as I continue, and as I say for all you young men out here, see, the thing is with the game will always, the reason why depression is not in a man's wheelhouse, depression, anxiety, fear, worry, doubt, excuses, and expectations is because the game is always giving the man the ability to concentrate on himself. What is a task that I have to do? And my only task is with a woman is go up and talk to the woman. That's it. That's it. The end. Now, how I do it is how I created it, which you guys as free thinkers should be able to create how you go and talk to a woman. But because y'all don't have any game, y'all just ask them just things. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So it's something that requires you to put 100% in. Because I keep telling you, and this is the point where y'all have to come to Jesus in the honest moment, point at this point right here. And you don't have to answer it. You already know. Why am I always depressed? And why do I always have anxiety? Because you put more into pussy than you put into yourself. And if you look at all the red pills and the manosphere guys, you don't realize how much you put into women. Everything you do, you put into a woman. going your own way, metal, being on your purpose, high value man, money, clothes, status, looks, maxing, handsome man game, Riz, drizzle, and everything under the sun. You don't understand that these guys are self-sabotaging you to immerse yourself into femininity and not masculinity. And that's why y'all feel like y'all out of place, because you're moving with your fucking emotion. You're not your emotions. You're being emotional, gentlemen. And it's no knock on you guys out here. Question right here. Where do I start? I want to know myself. Sir, just ask for your pathway right here. It's just, sometimes the answer is right in front of you, sir. Sometimes the answer is right in front of you. Okay. All right. Okay. Sir, I want to let you know that you're in the wrong place. Now you can stay here, but please understand the game has nothing to do with an aura around females. And if you believe that, one day some guy's going to tell you in order to be a man, you have to suck a dick. And I promise you, you'll be doing it. I promise you. I'm telling you your future. And gentlemen, I'm not laughing. I know y'all going to laugh. I think it's funny. No, I'm dead ass serious. I want y'all to read the question and think for a second. I want y'all to read the question and see how gullible these humans are. And I want y'all to actually see this, okay? And listen to what I'm saying, okay? What I am saying to you guys is that a lot of you are so gullible. You will listen to somebody telling you this fucking statement and you believe it's true. You better just start believing in Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny if you believe that shit. I can see if you are 4 or 5 years old with this statement, but you are a grown-ass man thinking that there is a light around a fucking woman. Dog, I'm telling you, one day you're going to go on YouTube and someone's going to tell you to get women, you got to suck a dick, and you're going to do it, dog. That's your pathway. And I'm not being serious for. Now, listen, I'm going to say this to you, Rodney. Fuck you, okay? And I say this with all due respect. And please stop disrespecting my room with your fucking rhetoric. I did not ask you what you think about your religious beliefs or political beliefs. So we asked you kindly to shut the fuck up, believe what the fuck you want to believe, and keep that shit to yourself. Do not spew your fucking thought process on these individuals. Nobody asked you what you thought. Nobody gives a fuck what you think. So this is the last time I'm going to tell you. Take that bitch ass shit you saying and keep it to yourself, sir, please. And I ask you with kindness, okay? Keep that shit out, okay? All right? All right? Well, it's not a grown man asking questions. It's a grown man that doesn't know himself. Remember, you just heard a guy believe that women have an aura of light around him. So it's not about believing or not. The thing is don't worry about the next man because they are broken as fuck. Just keep the light on you. Keep learning you, okay? Keep the light on you and keep learning you, and you're going to be okay. All right? Just keep the light shining on you, sir, and you will be fine, okay? But as I say, guys, got a question, go ahead and call in. We got y'all covered and stuff like this. But what is very, very important, okay? What is very important, okay, for many of you guys out here, that there won't ever be, so this is what y'all understand, okay? What y'all understand is that society or outward knowledge is always going to define the feminine male. It will always be that way. Remember that. It will. That will never change. The outside world will always control the effeminate male. That means that when somebody tells them something, they're going to blindly follow and blindly fucking believe. So please understand that those guys will never change. That's why those guys do the work for us while we fuck their women on the side. So the world will never change for those people. Okay, just remember that. But the way the world can change for you is stop allowing the outside world to dictate how you move. Stop allowing the outside world stop allowing the world to change your language. I didn't say, listen, you have to learn English and know how to speak properly. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the communication that you have with yourself. When you look to the outside world, homophobically, you look to another man to tell you how to think, move, and behave because your love, admiration is in that man. And you don't believe that you love him, but you love that man so much, you'll fight and defend that person's position because you feel connected, or there is a love that goes deeper than a love that you have for your dad or some shit. This goes into the realm of homophobic love that you have, where you protect the hierarchy of the cult. And that's what a lot of guys are doing that are looking outside of themselves. Because a man never commits to the outside world. The commitment is to himself. It will always be the commitment that he has to himself. And every man, or for you guys, you have the ability, the choice you make is yours. Because nobody's going to tell you this. The choice that you have is yours and yours alone. And if you make that choice, yours and yours alone, you'll be fine. You see what I'm saying? But you think, or the world is always going to make you think that the decisions you're making are actually yours. And you don't understand how the world has manipulated you, young men. And this is where okay, so I'll give you an example. All the pickup artists and seduction community guys who are depressed right now, who are feeling like offing themselves and doing things like that, they were your age back in the 90s, where they blindly follow people that gave them bad information. And then they realized all this time that I had was wasted because I blindly followed, blindly trusted, and blindly listened to somebody without saying, wait a second, what are you actually trying to teach me? You see what I'm saying? What are you trying to teach me? They didn't do that. And a lot of you young men are moving the same way. The thing that you guys, listen, most of your time, everything that you are comes from TV or the internet. Your interpretation of the world. I showed my boys something that was funny. Do y'all know? And I'm going to show you the ignorance of the world. And it blew my mind. But the numbers are there. Did y'all know that the Hak Tui woman has 3 million or 13 million followers just from saying the word Haktui? And do you see how the world and males grab that just like they grab Drizzle, Handsome Man, Game, Riz? Do you see how these young men are always looking to grab everything outside of themselves? Think about that. They grabbed metal. They grabbed being on your purpose. They grabbed money, clothes, and status. Get your game up, your weightlifting up. Do you see how they grab everything except themselves? Do y'all notice that about a lot of people out there? And this is the main reason why they will never ever learn the game, and they will always be depressed. They are going towards the iceberg, and they cannot change the route of the ship. They are stuck in their ways, and they believe that their value and worth is in catchphrases like when we were kids. Gentlemen, when I was watching wrestling as a 10-year-old, I understood catchphrases. I was a fucking kid. And if you guys watch wrestling, I'm a geek, so I'm not a nerd, I'm a geek. But if you watch TV and stuff, there's catchphrases all that people use all the time. And a lot of these guys out there run on these catchphrases and stuff. You see what I'm saying? Well, that and Lay, I get it. For some reason, these young men, they look at another man, they say, "Wow, he's cool. He's got tattoos, so I'm gonna get some Lee press-on tattoos and fake like I got tattoos." Why? There are guys that are. It just boggles my mind how these young men will never, ever harness and tap into the resource, because there is one resource that nobody can touch. The world cannot touch it. Women can't touch it. There is no other person that can touch the resource of who you are. But you're not tapping into the resource. Do you notice you're tapping into somebody else's resource? Let me come up with a catchphrase. Oh, metal, men going their own way. Oh, I got a new one, SYSBM. I got another one, let's be on your purpose. I've got another one, no fap. So do you see, I can go on and on and on. And you gotta be honest, because again, this is gonna sting for a lot of you young men, but look at what you're tapping into. You're tapping into a content created thought of their book smart ass interpretation of game. And you're tapping into his world and his reality, where your world and your reality is just gaining more cobwebs and dust. Do you see what I'm saying? It's yeah. Oh, absolutely. 43. Oh, absolutely. It is sad. It is sad. And 43, it's not even a spray on, dog. Remember, the world is not going to tell you guys to wear a toupee. Gentlemen, men have been wearing toupees for decades and centuries. So that means his hair is he's losing his hair. So he's going to put on a wig, shape that motherfucker up to make it look like his hair. So now they have operations where they lie to people and say that, look, your worth and your value is tied into your hair. And because you lose your hair, you're not going to get the woman. So let's bombard her with advertisers with that guy swimming in a pool with a chiseled body with his hair, and he's doing all this. And then what comes right beside him? A woman. So then the motherfucker at that point, because gentlemen, not only were they toupees, but for black men that had little spots in their head, they had black powder. They had powder that you shake on your head, like salt, like pepper. It's like a dark powder to cover up the things to make you feel important. Because so many young men think that their value is in their hair. And they think that they're less than, because, gentlemen, based on your parents, it has nothing to do with the world. It's based on your parents. It's all about parents and shit. Or it might skip a generation, depending on how shit is. Some of you guys are gonna lose your hair. Some of you guys are gonna have erectile dysfunctions, premature ejaculation, and all kind of shit. All kind of shit is gonna happen to y'all motherfuckers. Everything. It's just how the world works. It's cool. But the moment, yeah, Lay, you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, Lay. But the moment you guys out there, I know exactly. The moment you guys out there sit around and actually whatchamacallit, think that your strength, your power, and your manhood is outside of you, then you have become a cog in the machine that you'll never ever get out of. The moment you form your mind to say that I have to have this thing, my hair, I have to have a full head of hair, because in the commercial, the woman, oh my God, look how sexy she is. She's taking her fingers and putting it through his hair, and I want that experience. The moment you say that, you are heading towards the iceberg, and there is nothing that can help you. You will always be depressed, and you will always chase this ghost called confidence. You'll always chase it. Guys, I used to tell guys in the 90s before all this stuff is to look in your closet. Look in your closet. And look at all the shit that you can't wear anymore because you were chasing a ghost. Matter of fact, I would tell you guys to do that. Look at all the shit that you have bought to wear because somebody had it on, and now the fashion is no longer it's not existent anymore. You can't wear it anymore. It was locked in a time. So that means you were chasing a ghost. You were chasing something. So it doesn't work for you guys. It will never work. You must, in order for you to get and gain and understand, you must tap into yourself. But the game is always going to help you pinpoint exactly what the task is at hand. The task is simply, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. I don't give a fuck what happens. I don't care the end result. I don't give a fuck. I'm only going to do the task at hand. Okay? Because once you put together and have an understanding what the task is, then it'll give you more options as you learn the game, right? Well, that's what I'm saying, Lay. That's society. That's unfortunately these young men, and it's not, and again, we can't blame mom and we can't blame dad. We have to at some point stop pointing the finger at mom and dad and look at ourselves and ask the question, am I that gullible? And again, the world is based off of gullible people, and it doesn't make you guys bad. But most of you guys don't even realize what you need to focus yourself on, what you need to do for yourself, and how you need to be for yourself and behave. You guys have so much strength, and you have so much going for you that you've never, guys, we always talk about free will that we give women, but when is the last time you freed your mind? When is the last time you got off this plantation mentally and became a free thinker and tapped more into who you are versus trying to figure out what the world wants you to be? 833-859-8744 is the number. If you guys have a question, guys, put a Q. We got you covered. Lines are open. But gentlemen, and don't forget, tomorrow we're gonna do a show on that that game show. I think if I still have it up, we'll do it. But at the end of the day, think about what you're doing. Think about what is free will. Okay. You guys experience free will when you actually understand that you are free will. That comes from the I am. Free will is not property. Free will is a connection to who you are on a level in which you don't understand. You only understand levels. You only understand 2 levels, but you don't understand the connection that you need to have. You are free and you are infinite. Okay. He says, how do you truly know who you are? For instance, do you think your sole purpose is podcasting? Sir, AL, sir, I ask you this question. Why do you give a fuck about another man, dude? This is fuck. What does anybody in this room's sole purpose has to do with the fact that you have no fucking purpose, sir? Please. Can you please answer the question? I can't make this shit up, dog. I cannot make this shit up. Can you explain to us why you give a fuck? Can you please tell us, please? 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 Can you please explain why this is so important to you that you wasted a question that you can ask something way better? But all you are doing is guys, I'm undefeated in this shit, dog. And this is why y'all will always be the same guys. I tell you to stop thinking about other men. I push stop thinking about other men. I do everything to you guys to get you to focus on yourselves. And what the fuck do you do? Worry about another man. Please tell me why. I'm just asking you, man. Please tell me why. Please tell me what does that matter in the Graham realm of things? Can you answer that? Please? That doesn't make any sense. Why do y'all look at other men? What does it do? Tell me, Ellen. What does it do for you to talk about another man? How does that shit feel, dog? What is it like? I'm serious. I'm not trying to be a dick here. What is it like when you're talking about another man like that? What the fuck does that look like? Okay? Tell me what I like to know. What are you trying to put in perspective? What, another man? How can you put you into perspective when you're thinking about other men? How? You're not asking for yourself. You're asking about another man. Gentlemen, am I reading this wrong? Hey, please correct me, anybody. Am I reading this wrong? Is he not asking about another man? Hey, am I wrong? Please tell me and correct me. Because if I'm wrong, I guess I read him asking about another man. That's wrong. If I don't know what I'm truly here for, I'm asking you, what help you find yourself? Why the fuck do you care? You're not me, you dumb bitch. And I say that with respect. What? God damn you, Rashad. God damn you. God damn you with the A+++. God damn you. Motherfucker. Rashad. A plus plus plus. Plus 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 plus. A plus, young man. Motherfucking Rashad. God damn. What am I saying where he can't see that? What am I? What? Have I not said what you have just summed it up? Have I not, for the last few hours, have I not said that? Have I not said that for the last few hours? But yet this motherfucker wants to live his life through me. Why do you want to live your life through me? I don't want you to live. Dude, you will never get to my fucking level. You'll never be me. So why do you want to live your life through me? It's not going to work. I'm just going to point for a second. How does he not see it? I'm lost. Tell me, what did I say where you can't comprehend this? Are you telling me that what I'm saying, am I not making it simple? Am I not simplifying this? That you see this motherfucker, this cold motherfucker just said right here? But you want to learn me. Why? Why? Why do you want to learn me? The fuck is the man, dog? Hey, good job, young man. Good job. That dude, Viz, I don't understand. But again, this is crazy to me. I am trying everything to show you to learn your fucking self and stop. No, stop that. No. This is not a cult. I've told you a million times. And if you're influenced by me, then you have fucked up because I've never done anything and I'm not influential to you, to women. Yes, to women, but I shouldn't be to a man. Come on, dog. I know, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. Yes. Well, yes, that's what I'm saying, but he cannot see that. He doesn't want, he rather learn about another man than learn about himself. And that's what's crazy. I don't understand you guys, man. He has no preference, no goal, no agenda, and no desire. He's waiting to be somebody else because he wants to replicate another man, and that's not manly. Never try to be another man. Look, guys, listen. I'm going to give you one pass. And watch this, gentlemen. I get it. If you're 5 years old or 6 years old and you see a stormtrooper or somebody on TV, a cartoon or something, and you're using your imagination, hey, dude, you get a free pass. When you're 4, 5, and damn near 6, you get a free pass. You are allowed to be SpongeBob. You can be a samurai. You can fly dragons. You can have swords. You can play with sticks as guns. You can be and do whatever you want. 4, 5, or 6. Hey, guys, we all get the pass. You can believe in Santa Claus, Easter Bunny. You can believe whatever the fuck you want to believe in. But when you become a grown goddamn man, you got to put that shit not down, but start believing in yourself. It is not conducive to follow and want to be like another man. It's not. Stop. That is something that a lot. Listen, watch this, guys. Watch this. Watch it. No anonymous. It's not cap. You guys can go on YouTube and type up No Fap Journey. You guys watch other men with their shirts off. Y'all do that. Dude, I'm not. Y'all think I'm joking, dog. I'm dead ass. A lot of y'all will watch a guy with his shirt off because you like the tone of his body and his muscles. Y'all think, dude, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. Dead ass. You guys will watch a man pose on a thumbnail of his muscles and his bodies, and y'all will watch that. And you guys will watch a guy's journey of not touching his dick, and y'all don't even find that's wrong. Y'all see nothing wrong with that. Y'all see nothing wrong with that. Think about that. Don't believe me. Type up muscle workout or anything, and watch the guy. There's gonna be one or two guys with his shirt off talking to you guys, or wearing something to show his body off to you, and y'all guys get enamored with that shit. Or watch a No Fap Journey. Type that into YouTube and watch my 3-month No Fap Journey, and watch all the comments. Hey, keep going, buddy. We're rooting for you. Don't touch your dick. Yay, go, buddy. I'm starting my journey because of you. And y'all think that I'm being funny. And I'm dead ass serious, man. Hey, Erica, stop laughing. I'm dead ass serious. I'm dead ass serious, man. I'm dead ass. I'm telling you right now. I'm not even joking on that shit. You saying? No. Mm-mm. What I'm saying is, you're saying what's the meaning of life? You. How about that, motherfucker? You. The end. Period. You. And that shit is so damn deep, that's gonna go over your little bitch ass head, asking me that silly ass question and shit. What's the meaning of life? Bitch, you ain't even living your life, motherfucker. Look how much you hate yourself. You gotta fucking look at the thumbnail and look at your name, and you wanna ask what the meaning is. Dude, you're broken. You're fucked. I would say for you, you need therapy. But I'm not joking, dog. No, wait a second. Listen to what you're saying. And so that's the excuse, being more feminine? You're being more feminine? So you want to watch a man tell you how he's not touching this dick so you can stop your impulsive behavior of touching your dick? So isn't it like two dicks touching each other right there? So you're telling me that you got to listen and watch a guy saying, I'm not touching my dick, to stop you from touching your dick. Now, see, I'm not, y'all think I'm trying to be funny here, dog. I'm not, I don't even want to, I hate bringing this up because y'all think I'm being funny here, dog. You don't see that as weird? You see that as something that a man does. You're telling me you got to look to another man's, of him not touching his dick, to give you the courage not to touch your dick? When the two of you motherfuckers, you're not touching your dick based off of pussy. Do y'all understand what I just said? Or did that go over your head? You're not touching your dick, not because you don't want to touch your dick. You actually think by not touching your dick, it's going to get you more pussy. So at the core of what you're doing is a fraud and a lie. You're doing it to prevent or think that it's going to bring you more pussy. Stop. Come on, man. Anonymous, we're going to throw you out. Appreciate you, dog, but this ain't for you, buddy. We wish you the best in your endeavors. Take care, sir. But that doesn't make, Joe, man, and I hope I'm not making you feel bad, but I swear to you, if you had your dad around, not to say he's around, but if he's around, he needs to watch what you're watching on TV. He's got to talk to you, man. There is something in you guys that is so effeminate that you think it's okay to watch guys' sweaty bodies, watch them with their shirts off, and watch them not touching their dick, to go to a gym to look at other men, to go to a club and look at other men, to walk down the street and look at another guy, always sizing up other men. And y'all don't see anything wrong with that? Y'all don't see anything wrong with that? You young men thinking that's okay. Guys, I hope that y'all wake up before it's too late. I hope. You know what I mean? No, hold on a second. Maybe in your bitch ass life, but not here. We care about these young motherfucking men. Maybe you don't fucking give a fuck, but there's got to be someone. We got to pass the baton to someone. We can't pass it to your fucking ass. Look at what the fuck you saying. Whatever floats your boat. So you're cool with all the shit that's going on, right? So yeah, nah, man. This is, hey, dog. This is crazy, dog. This is crazy. Guys, got a question? Please put a Q. We got y'all covered. Gentlemen, let's see how much time we got. Yeah, so if you got a question, we got this, okay? I want you guys to pay attention to this statement and see how blind this fucking fool is. I want you to see why I'm undefeated. That's why I'm undefeated in this shit. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to read this to you. Oh, wait. Before I read it to you. Excuse me, guys. I'm not even going to show you your daddy, but let me read this to you. He says we don't do it for women. Let's just stop right there. Okay? Bitch, what do you think the cause of your anxiety and your depression is? Come on. What is the cause of your anxiety and your depression at its core, motherfucker? Come on, man. Do y'all see how these blind motherfuckers just do that shit? Dog. Everything you bitch ass motherfuckers do is for women, dog. Your anxiety and your depression is because in elementary school, you couldn't get the girl. In junior high school, you couldn't get the girl. High school, you couldn't get the girl. College, you couldn't get the girl. And listen what he's saying. Hey, please tell me the extent of your anxiety and your depression, and you know it has something to do with a fucking woman. How the fuck you gonna lie on himself like that, dog? Come on, are we serious? Are we serious? Are we serious? Are we serious? Do y'all see? I just want to show y'all one last. Guys, I promise you, if I went to another planet and I told these motherfuckers, they would do that, okay? No, it's based off of one man. It's not, it's based off, they don't even know who their daddy is. Brother, listen to me, and I swear, I'm not being a dick. These young boys are blindly follow, and they don't even do their homework. They don't even do their homework to know who their daddy is. This is your daddy. This is your daddy, motherfucker. This is the person that went on to Reddit in 2011 and read an article from 2003 and came up with what the fuck you doing, you dumb bitch. And this is your daddy. This is your father. And you're following this guy's philosophy? Boy, he's a winner. He's a winner. My God, I can't, dog, y'all, I swear to y'all, I can't make this shit up. I can't. I wish I could. I can't make, I can't make this shit up. I swear to you, I'm not being a dick here. I can't make this shit up. That's his daddy. He doesn't, see, if he did his homework and did research, he'll realize that what do you think was before no fat, motherfucker? There wasn't anything. Motherfucker, man, my God, dog, I can't make this shit up, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let me get to this question right. I know I got a question here. I got you, though. Let me get to your question, sir. Fuck. Poor guy. Poor guy. Poor guy. Is it ever fine not to have your heart? Bitch, what? Okay, let me ask you a question, Jay. JM, come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. Jay. Jay, let me ask you a question, JM. Let me ask you a question. In 40 years that I've been doing this shit, let me ask you a question. Do you think if there was a point to not put your heart, to take your heart out and put it on your sleeve, don't you think I would tell you? Do you understand? I've always told you to stop and fuck your feelings. So where is this question coming from? Do you want to be feminine? Go ahead. Take your heart and put it on your shoulder and tell the woman and beg and cry and all that other shit. That doesn't make any sense, sir. That doesn't make any sense, dog. So your family is so bad you want to jerk off and shit? You want to stop jerking off because your family is so bad and so mean and shit? So that's the reason to stop. All right, so because your family's mean, you guys, stop touching your dick. Come on, 47. Stop, dude. Come on, man. Why y'all making all these fucking excuses, dog? There is no fucking depression greater than knowing that you can't get a fucking woman in your life and you know it and you just don't want to fucking admit it. My God. You just don't want to admit it. And that is crazy to me. You just don't want to admit it to yourself. Fuck. That's crazy to me, dog. Yeah, that's visible. They got a list of poor me's and excuses. And they never take accountability. But everybody, remember, guys, I keep telling y'all, everybody can't be a man, so it's cool, big guy. Everybody can't be a man and everybody can't win. So how you are and who you are is not a bad thing, sir. It's just what it is. Oh shit. If this is true. Holy fuck. Oh man, I got it. If that's true, man, fuck. I'm gonna pass this on, man. It's gonna be a show. Forward this to my dogs and shit. Hold on a second. Okay. But anyway, hey guys, listen, gentlemen, listen. One thing that is very important, and just send her the link to the poetry, and you can get all the poetry you want. You got a link, send her the link, and you can check it out yourself, man. If y'all can send her the poetry link, you can check it out. You can check it out, okay? You can definitely check it out. Just send her the link and she can check it out. But what I'm saying to you guys out here, here's a beautiful thing about the world and the game. Be what you want to be and do what you want to do. If you want to continue to do the same things, nobody's here to stop you. If you want to watch other men with their shirts off, if you want to stop touching your dick, stop. Hey, do it. But mark my words, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, okay? 20 years, 30 years from now, y'all going to hit that iceberg and there's no way you can turn. And you're going to realize no matter how many muscles you got and how long you didn't touch your dick for, that woman's going to treat you like a straight up feminine bitch. You will never be happy. You will never find happiness. But keep following the content creators. It's okay. Keep following them. It's okay. Nobody's asking you men to be men. Nobody's asking. Don't worry. Please don't think that I'm trying to force you to be men. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to give y'all an interpretation of why you are what you are and why you might continue to be what you are until you wake up. But you don't have to wake up. Keep dreaming. Remember, the game is not for everybody. You know what I mean? Okay? And this is always on you. No one's mad at you. No one's upset at you. It's okay. Gentlemen, y'all have to understand, I've always told you that it's just there's men in everybody else, and everybody else is not built to be a man. And sometimes you just gotta stay in your lane, and it's okay. It doesn't make you a bad person to be a duck. You know what I mean? It's cool. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you mean or anything like that. It's okay, gentlemen. And I'm not trying to be a dick here. I'm being dead ass. Let me see. Hold on. So it doesn't hurt you, okay? Holy shit, it is true. Fuck. Oh. Ooh. Oh shit. Hold on. Guys, got a question. I got you. Hold on a second. Shit. Yeah, I always told you, man. Y'all got to be careful. Yeah, especially black men. Y'all got to be careful about the red pill stuff, man. There's something dropping about your godfather has a. It seems like your godfather has a racist Ku Klux Klan Twitter account for all you young men that believe in the Godfather. It's just coming through right now. I haven't got the details, but I just got it. But I think that y'all might need to look at this. All you young black men that want to be a part of that manosphere and all other stuff, man. It's not what you think it is, gentlemen. So y'all might want to check that out. I don't know, but yeah. We'll find out. But if you got a question, go ahead and ask and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, y'all can choose what you want to do. Nobody's mad at you for that. It's okay. You see what I'm saying? It's cool. Nobody ever get mad at you or anything like that. It is okay for you to be who you are, what you are, and things like that. I just think that hopefully one day y'all will wake up. And if you can wake up and learn who you are, why you are, you'll be fine. Okay? And, again, you can see the pain of a lot of young men that lose. And this is why losers lose and winners win. Do all that bullshit that he's saying, and he's still going to be a loser. He's still going to be a loser. His health, his finances, and his body cannot talk for him. And he will always hide behind that. Just remember that. Okay, guys? Because everybody cannot be men. And y'all just have to understand that at the end of the day. And it's just an important thing. It's just an important thing. And when you can actually learn who you are, understand who you are, and grow who you are, y'all will be all right. Y'all will be okay. Guys, last round of questions y'all have. If you have a question, let me know. And let me see here. Oh, 1 second. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. So yeah, but as I said before, guys, it's just work. It's just work. And the more work that you can do, y'all don't get there. I mean, some of you, again, it's not for everybody, but you know what, guys, it's just something that you choose to do. Nobody's going to put a gun to your head. Believe what you want to believe and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. I got to figure something out. I'm going to do something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But, let me see here. Just trying to see something. Fuck. I'll get more than that shit. Anyway, but gentlemen, last round question. You got a question? We got y'all. I think we're gonna try to do something tomorrow. Let me see here. Hold on 1 second. Forward. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm saying 2 seconds. Got a question? Go ahead and ask. We got you. Hold on. Let's see. All right. Hold on. Let me see here. An hour.
Okay. We've got some arguing with.
Okay. Anyway, He asked this question real quick. He says, what's the difference between a woman submitting herself and her submitting her pussy? The problem is you're worrying about the woman and you'll never get it right. Who gives a fuck? Why do you care? And I appreciate the question, but I'm asking you, what is it? What is the answer? And this is very important. What is the answer going to do for a guy who doesn't have any game? What does it matter? And I'd like for you to answer if you can. I'm not trying to be a dick here. I'm trying to just get you to think. I see you're asking a question, but I'm asking you, what does that answer matter? Why does it even matter? What it takes to be yourself. There's a lot of things. It's a lot of things, okay? It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. A question here, is it okay to be more emotional as a man than less masculine? Sir, there's no such thing as an emotional man, so I don't understand the question. The question doesn't even make any sense. There's no such thing. Okay, there's no such thing as a man that's emotional. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Well, we don't know how fake it is. We don't know. It's out there. We don't know. You don't know. Well, wait a second. Wait. Hold on. Wait, DE. You heard him say the N-word, didn't you? Didn't you hear him say the N-word on this show? Tell me that's fake. Tell me that's fake when he said the N-word. Tell me that's fake. No, wait, hold on a second. DE, do you want to tell me when he said the N-word on a show, in front of his white friends, you think that was fake? Well, was that fake? So tell me that was fake when he was around his white guys' friends live on the show and said the N-word with a hard ER, not an A, an ER. So why don't you tell me how fake that is? Tell me how fake that is and look that up. Tell me how fake that is. Fuck out of here, man. Let me see here. Is it still masculine if a man cries a lot? Dog, come on, man. Come on, dog. Cry if you want to, dog. Cry. Cry if you want to, dog. That's crazy. Cry if you want to, dog. Cry if you want to. Cry if you want to, dog. This is all right. You know what? Hey, you know what? When men, I always pause the show when men pop in this motherfucker. And real motherfuckers, shout out to King motherfucking Dre. Gentlemen, if y'all can, please. Nate E, it doesn't matter what black people say, bitch. Nate, shut the fuck up and let me give my cigars to my dog before I cuss your bitch ass out. Shout out to my dog, Dre. Dre, I don't know how late you. Dre, if you up, I'm call you, dog. I gotta holler at you anyway. I gotta check in. It's been a minute I talked to my dog. So, Dre, if you're gonna be up, I'll hit you. But shout out to you, Dre. We appreciate you, Dre. Man, dog. Hey, Dre, it is they want to deny that shit. They want to deny, but shout out to King motherfucking Dre. Our motherfucking dog, man. Shout out to you, Dre. Dre, I appreciate you. We all appreciate Dre. Dre is that motherfucker, man. Okay. So 47, before I kick you out, because I'm going to kick you out. I got you, 47. It ain't for you. It's not that I'm mad. It's just not for you. But so you're put men down for wanting to go to the gym. When did I say what do you mean put them down? What do you mean put them down? Tell me when I put a man down to go to the gym. I put motherfuckers down that go to the gym for pussy, you dumb bitch. I knock guys who go to the gym and talk to women at the gym, them working out, you dumb fuck. Tell me when I put men down. If you go to the gym to work out, which sometimes for you motherfuckers is something broken in your head, but go to the gym. You bitches make it about women. So what the fuck you talking about, 47? What the fuck are you talking about? You said men need to do so that they can understand others. Who gives a fuck about other people? And not get depressed from the bottom? Man, shut your dog, please shut your bitch ass up. Please shut the fuck up. Cause motherfucker, I know deep down you're saying, Steve, how can I get some pussy? Steve, what can I say to women? Cause I'm not fucking, my muscles are not enough. My money is not enough. And I know I'm not enough. You dumb bitch, shut your fucking ass up. Come on, man. No doubt, 45. Thank you, sir. Do you see what they got these motherfuckers thinking? They believe going to the gym is manly. Dude, you can exercise to stay healthy. Go ahead and keep shooting in your butt cheek steroids and take all them roids and all that shit. Trying to build up muscles when you ain't building up the muscle you need to build up. That's fucking crazy to me. But they get mad, dog. They get mad, man. They get mad, dog. That shit don't that shit don't make no sense, dog. That shit is crazy to me, dog. That shit is crazy. Let me pop that shit to the fellas. Yeah, that shit crazy, dog. That shit is crazy. That shit is fucking hilarious. And that's crazy, man. That don't make no sense. Hey, Rogue, I appreciate you, Rogue. Thank you. Thank you, Rogue. Thank you, Rogue. But hey, Rogue, I can never talk to a woman like you, Rogue, because I don't have muscles and I'm not tall enough. So I can never ever talk to someone like you. If you had a twin sister, I could never get her because I don't lift enough weights. If you had a twin sister in another world, I couldn't talk to her because I'm too short and I don't lift weights and I'm hypergamous and stuff. I can't get you. I couldn't get your sister. If she was a twin, I couldn't get her because I don't lift enough weights. I don't have enough financials for your twin sister. Fuck out of here, man. It's fucking and it's like I'm talking to a person that had, look at his thumbnail, man. I can't believe I'm talking to a guy with a thumbnail like this. Dude, come on, please. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Z, I can't talk to your twin sister either, Z, because you know what? I can't get it. I can't, you're just so beautiful. I can't, okay? All right. Dude, please, last time, I'm gonna tell you, I don't give a fuck what you say, dog. Come on, stop, man. Stop, man. Stop, man. Please stop. Please stop. Please stop defending your father. Please. It's not even necessary. Please stop. Okay? Just stop, because we're about to wrap this game up. Anyway, guys, if you have any other questions, go ahead and ask. We're about to wrap the show up. We appreciate all you guys out here, guys. Y'all are great, man. We appreciate all you guys out there, what y'all do. And we just want y'all to start appreciating yourselves. The more you can appreciate yourselves, y'all got this, man. Y'all got this. We're going to do everything we can to put y'all in great positions. And the more we put y'all in great positions, the better y'all are going to be in this, okay? Yeah, so that's what we got. We want to make sure that y'all got this, gentlemen. So if y'all want to call in, y'all got it. But okay, so we're about to wrap this up, guys. We appreciate all you guys. And at the end of the day, gentlemen, please appreciate yourself. So we're probably... I gotta look at that thing. We'll probably kick that tomorrow, but if we don't, we were good to go. But anyway, guys, I'm the Dean, guys. It's the Man Mindset, guys. Gentlemen, please, gentlemen, what did we learn? Stop thinking about other men, stop worrying about other men, and you'll be a better man. See that? I think that'll be the That's the tie in all this. Stop thinking about other men, guys. Your depression is tied into the fact that you shouldn't be thinking about other men, worried about other men or connected to other men, dog. Become the answer. Guys, we'll talk to y'all later, man. We out.